Hey guys, before you watch this video, this video has been recorded after the trailer announcement of the Switch OLED. Sorry for the long drought of me uploading videos. I needed a break so I can make them again. Thank you for your patience and enjoy the video. Yo, it's Hero Zone. Alright everyone, I'm officially back and ready to share my thoughts on the past Nintendo Direct and how do I feel about what's going on with the announcement been shown out. But for right now, here's some new people I've been talking to since last Direct. Let's start off with Al. Say hi.
Yo. It's Alberto.
And Yoshean since last time.
Yo guys, it's Darsheen back at it again.
All right. So now
Yeah, your intro is better
with
than
the
mine.
introduction out the way, we're gonna talk about our thoughts about the Direct and what we liked about it, or what we saw. So guys, I saw the Direct. My final score was a good 8 out of 10. There's some good things to them. There are some okay things, but I never was disappointed entirely. So what do you guys think about the Direct?
I'll let
Yeah,
you
I'll
go
go
first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that score. Like 8 out of 10 is a pretty good thing because like there was enough in there. Just the way that they worded themselves, that games are spanning all ages and levels of gaming experience, and that they have a vast library of their own games and then the developing partners. Like the Switch has a ton of games now, and in this Direct alone, the latter half of 2021 is actually stacked. We went from having like maybe we knew of like 3 or 4 things max to like a good maybe 8 to 10 things now that we can look forward to, and it's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a very solid Direct.
Yeah, like Nintendo's about to milk me dry this year. I'm literally they're about to hurt my wallet, man, this year. So,
Yeah, same thing.
So
Yeah, what do you think though?
So little rundown of how I did this E3. I did it like a real journalist-ish, I guess you could say. I literally watched every single portion of E3, beginning to end, even the middle stuff like the
Oh wow.
primetime Koch Media videos and the Devolver Digital stuff. And I give Nintendo an 8, actually. That's pretty good. Like everyone else, it was solid. Them and Xbox, even though we're not going to talk about them in this video, they both kind of carried E3 in terms of,
yeah,
what we want to see.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Like what we want to see. Like we want to see AAA stuff, big stuff. Or if you're a person like me, you want to see everything gaming, accessory stuff related. But Nintendo and Xbox literally carried E3 this year. I was about to go cry in a corner and wallow in my tears, but then Nintendo woke me up and was like,
Oh no.
it was like, hey, that wallet that's in your pocket, we're gonna need that.
Oh.
And sure as heck they did. Nintendo
So
did a
what-
great job.
So what things that you guys seen at the Direct? Did anything that catch your eye or anything like that? Like the only catch my eye was the Tekken for Smash for real, and I already knew who it was when I saw the teas and stuff, like at the broad
I noticed
shoulders.
I noticed that you knew immediately.
Yeah, I played Tekken. I played Tekken stuff. I said I know who this is, and then when he was carrying and tossing him out, I said, yeah, I know who this is.
I second that. Once I saw the gravel on the floor and I seen Falcon literally on his last breath, just like the F-Zero franchise. Rip.
Oh,
was just
that's the best.
I was like, dang, is it really Kazuya? Because I thought about it and I was like, wait, Namco ain't show nothing. And then the big reveal was Kazuya. So I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I just didn't like how he was throwing everybody off the cliff. That kind of hurt.
Yeah, I've seen
Falcon.
At least it
'cause
don't
I see
have
the
one song
beginning.
off the cliff.
Because like the beginning, it was kind of a fake out because like the clip started with like showing like Ganondorf like all like limp and like lifeless and stuff, and but we see that he's being carried by somebody, and like I didn't really see anything because I don't know if it was my own lighting, I couldn't really see it that well, but I just see that he gets thrown off this cliff into a volcano. I'm like, oh, Ganon just dead, and then it just goes up, and see. I said the name Kazuya when it showed the splash screen saying Kazuya, but I was actually thinking about Jin. But I was still hyped though, and it took me. I didn't know until after the fact that they're actually like father and son, so that's why I thought that.
See, Nintendo teaching everyone what's right. Love to see it, man.
But I'm glad it's
welcoming new people to.
I glad it's
yeah. Toss Ganon, Falcon, Pit, Min, Marth, gone.
Tried to get Kirby. Kirby said.
Kirby was like, I don't. Kirby was like, so you've chosen death. No, not really. He just kind of floated back up to safety. He's fine.
I'm glad they didn't toss my boy's song into that. I would be mad.
Not gonna lie, they kind of should have.
No,
why?
Oh, man.
Because think about it like this. You know, that's something that carries a lot of bad omens. You know.
Oh man!
Just to bring up one thing.
That's the name of the game I was thinking about last time.
Forces, but
Oh dang!
My bad.
They probably won't. I was happy for it though, and when they did like the little gameplay trailer for him, I was like, oh my god! They actually gave him 10-hit strings, demon uppers, the wind fist, like. The hell spin, I was losing my mind. I was like, wow, really? Devil Kazuya included in everything. I was so happy.
Yeah, that's like the meter thing he gets. Like his rage factor he gets.
Yeah.
I would have preferred maybe another character, but Kazuya is still dope.
Oh yeah, Kazuya is huge for this game.
But
I would have preferred someone else.
That's kind of big. They basically have almost every standalone fighting games in the game. Fighting game represented in Smash.
Technically they do because they have the big. They have the big three.
No, they did.
The big three: Tekken, Street Fighter, and Fatal Fury, or King of Fighters, whatever you go by.
Yeah.
Technically both, because even though they might be like assist or in the background, they're still in the game, represented in the game. So technically, they have the big fighters. All that's missing is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they don't have anything Mortal Kombat in the game that I know of. Because like Dead or Alive is in there, I'm pretty sure somewhere.
Yeah, there's definitely maybe like a Ryu Hayabusa reference somewhere in here.
Yeah, Dead or Alive. What is it, Soul Calibur?
Yeah. I mean, no one really cares about Soul Calibur.
Oh no.
No one cares about Not to knock anyone that plays Soul Cal, but in terms of history amongst fighting games, it's not up there. It's probably up there, maybe top 5, 10, but you can't really get any higher than Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Those are like that define the genre.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, King of Fighters, that tier, way
like,
up there.
Same with like Final Fantasy, like Cloud and Sephiroth is in there. We didn't really need Sephiroth, but that's kind of like that, like solidified it.
But man, when he came out,
why wouldn't you have the best of the genre?
So
the one-winged angel himself.
So even if they have all of that, do you guys know who would be the last one they could show it out for the character? I don't know. It gotta be someone big,
That's the age-old question. People are like saying that people are saying Crash.
Now here's my honest opinion. It's gonna be someone that's big and is unexpected. Now, Kim, hear me out. I know Al gonna say something about this, but my pick is Crash. But in my honest opinion, it's gonna either be Master Chief or Sora. And the reason why I said Sora, no, that's what I'm saying. The reason why I say Sora, because everyone's already counting it out right now. It's impossible. We don't think it's gonna be in the game. We all think it's like right now. Everyone thinking it's gonna be Master Chief. Because Xbox and Nintendo has a relationship right now, and so the reason I think I don't know. I don't even know. It either gotta be Sora or Master Chief. That's my final answer. That's my final pick. I don't care. Y'all gonna say Sora's not gonna happen, but like I said before, we don't know. It could be. They could, man. I don't know. They're probably holding best for last. We say it's not gonna happen. Disney's being stingy, and all of a sudden they brought him in. What y'all gonna say now?
I'm gonna let
That is a very good, fair point though, because I remember reading a comment saying that like expectations or better term, lack of expectations, like don't really expect for a character, because Nintendo, being the true kings of left field, they will really give or show you something that you would never expect, or something that you were rooting or something that you were going against, really. Because like it's licensing is the biggest thing with Disney to get Sora.
No, actually no. I'm gonna let you go, Darshin. Give your expectations, or whoever you think it might be. I'm gonna let you go.
It's gonna be a lot of Venn diagram overlapping, but Crash Bandicoot, I feel like, is just kind of almost inevitable. But the only other one that I can see that would really complete the fighting game trifecta is if they actually somehow got like Scorpion in here from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that's too. That's also good.
And the way that they could do it is it was someone I think it was it might have been Viper that I talked with one of my Smash streams. He had said that they made it work with like censoring like the gore and stuff, because they had like a Marvel versus like a Mortal Kombat versus like DC or something, Marvel Capcom something.
Yeah, they did like a little crossover MK versus DC.
Yeah, MK versus DC or something like that. And then that had to been rated part for like teen, maybe at best. Mm-hmm. So like they censored most of the gore and stuff. So like they could take the censoring kind of applications that they did from that and apply it to Smash, and it could still, keep all of what makes the character iconic, and Sakurai can do his magic that he does with representing the series super faithfully, but he can do it without having the blood and gore, but still kind of make it seem like it's there, but not really censoring it enough to be where it doesn't lose all of its essence. Because that's the big thing that made Mortal Kombat the breakout series that it was back in the day.
Oh yeah, I forgot Mortal Kombat's a big game, also a big fighting game. So we don't even know. So Al, what's your opinion?
All right, so hear me out. All right,
I'm listening.
Crash, high possibility, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpion, maybe a high possibility, but it's the time between him and Sub-Zero. Those are like the two biggest characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, for what you said, I'm gonna just take all your guys' like guesses.
Yeah.
Master Chief, fine, iffy, right?
Yeah.
But think about a better option than Master Chief. Sure, they do have collaborative efforts with Microsoft, and they do have games on both platforms. Like, for example, Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead are now on Switch. Go buy those. But
I'm not sure if I like where this is going.
Think about this. What's the one big Nintendo character or one big Microsoft character that hasn't been back in years since the acquisition from when the N64 happened? Conker, right? Hear me out. Conker could be a really good character.
Oh my god!
And on top of that, it could be. Think about it like this, though. It makes sense because
it makes sense. Yeah.
There has been a Conker game on Nintendo. Think about it like this. Every character that's been in Smash Bros. Have had a game on a Nintendo console.
That's true.
Mortal Kombat isn't out of the range of possibility because it's on the Switch. You can play Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch.
Yeah.
You can play Street Fighter on the Switch. You can play Tekken on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And 3DS. So
wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew about 3DS.
Yeah, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was called Tekken Tag Tournament Prime 3D Edition for the 3DS and Wii U, respectively.
That's wild.
And Conker could be a bigger option than Master Chief. Not to rule him out indefinitely, I could see it happening, but if you think about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
If you really think about it, obviously, no, we're not getting a Goku. I wish, but that will probably never happen.
Anime's ruled out. It's got to be originated from video games.
Yeah.
And so Conker would probably be my option.
Well, if you pull
think about it like that. If Conker comes out as a character, sorry to cut you off, we can get a game. That would be dope.
Oh yeah.
But on top of the other option you said, Sora.
Yeah.
Sora is actually a really valid option because there is a Kingdom Hearts game on the Switch, even though it's not a traditional Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
What is it? Melody of something.
Melody,
I forgot.
yeah.
That's on the Switch, and it actually sold really well from what I heard. I think Sora would be a great option, but we kind of already have Cloud and Sephiroth.
That's what unexpected.
Yeah, Square Enix characters.
If you don't know, I'm gonna say
Not to rule out all the the fanfare and whatnot, but we have a lot of characters from different companies. Square, Bandai now has what, 2, 3? Sega. Like, we need, if we're gonna get down to the wire like this, we need more off the wall stuff, like stuff that'll never in a million years happen.
Master Chief,
like,
that's all I can think of.
And I would never think Conquer
Master Chief can happen.
You're going somewhere.
Oh,
Think about it like this, Jay. Master Chief is in Fortnite. I ain't never seen that. Kratos is in Fortnite.
Oh,
Fortnite
no.
is literally like the Marvel DC universe of gaming, if you think about it.
I swear
Not
to
to
God.
switch subject, but if a game like that can get it, then Nintendo can obviously do something. Hell, they got Joker.
I didn't realize
Joker was a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
I don't know who pulled the strings for that.
I think Software
but-
did that. I think he did that.
There's nothing is out of range of possibilities, especially since it's the last character.
Yeah, if he was able to get Minecraft Steve, anything is possible.
Facts. And I think that also counts as Xbox representation because Xbox owns Mojang and Minecraft. If it wasn't
That's
for
fair.
them, we wouldn't have Minecraft on
That makes
consoles
sense, yeah.
as soon as we did. So technically, there is Microsoft representation.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
So yeah, it's like I'm more down with Crash, Sora, Conquer. If they want to get another PlayStation character, maybe Spyro would be cool because Spyro is also on Switch.
That'd be cool.
Don't think I'm
Like,
Reignited
We
trilogy.
gotta think about it as like the games that's been on these consoles,
yeah.
and then once we outrun all
It
those
could be
options,
it
we
could
think
be
about
Doom guy, but I don't know.
far left field. That would actually be cool as a me costume.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I agree with
I
that.
keep forgetting me costumes were a thing, and that's
Dude, the me costumes could shut down dreams again for this last presentation.
Like they
it
did
would.
Geno.
Because the one for this one with Kazuya killed so many people's dreams. Because like it killed the dream of Shantae, and I was pitching that hard last time.
Lloyd.
Lloyd Irving,
Lloyd in the ballot of the Wii U version.
That sucks, man.
right?
So
Shantae, Lloyd, and then like the biggest one that I'm sure upset my friend Casey because it was Dante from Devil May Cry, but they said Dante from Dante. I'm like, so like his name is the series, bro? Like it's Devil May Cry. What are y'all on?
What?
That's actually a really good like excuse to not have him in the game because think about it like this: he's a character with a lot of combos to the point where you can really start a match and probably get 0 to death real quick.
Bayonetta is a thing.
Same with Bayo, but
They
Dante, I can
because
see that
they
not
want
being a
representation
possibility.
for the Nintendo side.
Literally just had a character in my head and lost it. Crap.
Also,
Give me a second. I probably don't have it. We could probably skip it. But
but
yeah. All you guys' options are valid.
it's
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shoot at the fans real quick. Put in the comments who you guys
want.
want in the game. That'll be dope. Definitely will read those.
Yeah.
Nothing's out of the range of possibility. Heck, we can even get Hero Zone in the game.
Oh no, man.
Yo.
No.
He'll come in. Yo. It's hero time.
Oh my god. Ben
That would be dope.
Ben 10 making a smash. I'm stop.
That ain't gonna happen. Believe it or not, Ben 10's in Brawl.
No.
Same with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He's not wrong actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anything else caught you?
Yeah.
Because I ain't got nothing. Anybody else got anything?
No, I think anything else Smash would be better for like a dedicated Smash discussion, which I'm sure we could probably do.
Anything else?
Yeah, like a day before, or 2 days before, 3 days before another event like this happens, because they're definitely going to review it as something big.
Yeah,
And
it gotta
my
be big.
hunch, if we're gonna go on the hunches and whatever, well, the biggest thing after E3 is the Game Awards.
Yeah.
and they did it with Joker and Sephiroth. So
right, the trifecta has to come home. It's got to be the last fighter to be revealed at the Game Awards. We can talk.
Especially since they said there will not be another DLC pack. This is
this is the last chance. You better not bring another Pokemon character out. That would like last.
His train is done. They have all the best Pokemon representation you can ask for.
Except I'm sorry, Sword and Shield. My bad. There's no Sword and Shield Pokemon there.
Yeah, Urshifu.
We'll pass on that. Only because like this, we have the big of the bigs. We got Ivysaur, Squirtle, Charmander. Oh, sorry, not Charmander. I was thinking of Project M. Charizard, Mewtwo, Lucario, Greninja. That's like 6 Pokemons. Pikachu, Pichu, 8. Yeah, didn't I say Mewtwo? I don't remember, but I'm on 8 with my fingers right now. You can't see it, but 8. That's more than enough Pokemon representation here.
Greninja, Incineroar.
Incineroar.
Oh yeah, Incineroar, 9. How did I forget that? I made him 9. That's 9 Pokemon in the game. They couldn't even show this love to Pokken tournament.
Wait, Jigglypuff.
I don't want another Pokemon. Jigglypuff. 10. There's 10 Pokemon. Don't name any more because then I gotta start counting on my toes.
I thought we missing one more. I think it's Greninja, but I'm not sure.
You said Greninja, I named Greninja. It's a lot of Pokemon in Smash. Is his point?
Yeah, it's a lot. We have too much representation. Actually,
now the last one. Whoever gets announced now, this might be a hitch off of me, but this for the Mii costumes, I think Mii costumes are going to be Rayman, Crash. I hate to say that, and some other big character. And that'll be it. So
not gonna lie,
I don't see a Crash Mii costume working though.
Yeah,
I can see it working.
Sadly, and I hate.
I can see it work as a brawler. I can see it work.
I hate to.
I can see it.
I don't want to see that.
Same with Rayman, but even then you kind of gotta you ain't gotta diversify because they've done it where there's like 3 brawlers and then 1 gunner, 1 sword. But
yeah,
Rayman, wow, yeah, Rayman, he could be seen as a Mii. He's in Brawlhalla actually.
Yeah, he is. That's cool.
Like a lot of these people we want are kind of in Brawlhalla or other games. Heck, even Sans is a costume, and that hurt a little bit.
See, that kind of works perfectly though.
Yeah, because he doesn't really have moves like punches, kicks, slams. Undertale was more like a. We're gonna skip that part because I actually haven't played Undertale yet. But
it's okay. But
yes, same.
Go ahead.
For other games, I know I see
Yeah, next.
like Life is Strange, Guardian of the Galaxy, Switch.
I'll pass.
There's not only does Life is Strange, but there's also a new game of that. But
True Colors is coming out September 10th.
I never no, I did play it first when I haven't finished it. That's why I like when I was playing. Cause I have fun with it.
I really enjoyed the trailer they showed for everything Life is Strange because it just gave me good feels. Like it was so atmospheric. I really enjoyed the actual trailer they showed for it. I don't know what it is, but I'd be interested in it.
And then like you said, Guardian of the Galaxy game is coming to PS5.
We're gonna skip that because
that's
the whole rant in a nutshell.
Yeah,
that's
I think
October
might actually
26th.
cloud version.
I'm not gonna buy it on the Switch, but I might buy it on the or something.
I will pass entirely.
Dang. Who's making
on both actually? Only because not to bash Life is Strange, but those types of games ain't for me. Man, not because of the stuff it pushes, like the politics it push.
You want me to say it? I can say it right now, but I'm not gonna say
it. No. I want to try and get it across so that it's well spoken and thought out, not idiocy.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's like the politics it push, the like in terms of relationships and whatnot. I don't hate any of that stuff. I just don't like the gameplay. I can play Walking Dead and the other stuff. It's just the plot probably doesn't appeal to me yet. I haven't played it, I own it, but True Colors did look very atmospheric, which is what these games should be. They should give you that sense of like you're there. Almost like when you put on a VR headset, you really feel like you're there. But I probably will get around to playing it. I get around to play everything, but
And then
as of right now, that's a pass. Especially since they're gonna do like a collection with all three. I'm gonna just wait for that.
Okay, then
Now, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, you got
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh no, he's got a thing ready for this.
Oh my god!
Well, it's on the Switch though, but I'm not gonna buy it on the Switch.
Not even just the Switch. That game in general looked so. Ugh.
It's his final game not represented yet.
Well,
game footage not final. The infamous tagline.
That game should not be coming out the door. Like that game shouldn't have been in the design phase after what they did to the Avengers game.
Wait, what they did?
Well, it's got like original characters.
Wait, it's the same people that made the Avengers?
Yes, this is still made by them. I think it's Crystal Dynamics. They're still making this.
Crystal Dynamics, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Crystal Dynamics, which is a subsidiary of Square Enix.
But they gotta make it more fun, man.
No, don't get me wrong. These games aren't. The Avengers game isn't bad. Well, it is bad. Sorry. It's fun, but it's like, come on,
like generic, I guess.
Like, come on, man. Like, as a person who's played and grew up with Marvel, especially the games like Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, 3, Marvel Nemesis, which is very slept on. They did the Avengers so bad, like it was the equivalent of you make like one of the best. It was the equivalent of DC. They got like the animated movies, the animated universe, which is fantastic, and then you get like Batman versus Superman. Like it's just terrible. Like when you see it, you literally shudder in fear. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is treading that thin line for me. Like I love the license. I love all of them. Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Groot, Gamora. I love that whole Mythos universe and everything. But the gameplay that I saw, sweet baby Jesus, it was so bland. Like it was like they took Final Fantasy VII's gameplay, mainly the remake, and was like, let's make this as boring as possible. For like 5-10 minutes, they were fighting 2 cubes. Like 2 Jello cubes. Like I don't get what's fun about it. They have branching storylines and stuff too, but like I don't want to play this.
But I have to agree though. At least a company is trying to take advantage and try something out new. You know what I'm trying to say? They're trying to, like example with Spider-Man. They're trying to do something. Then you're trying to bring novels, and then they're trying to make. You never know. They probably can make Hulk next.
I fully agree with you, but
a Hulk game could be cool.
The way they're going about it is not it. It's not it, Chief. It's literally just Marvel Avengers, but single player. You can't even switch characters. So what's the point?
Huh? You can't switch characters to use.
Yeah, like no, you can't switch characters. You give out commands for the characters, and they do the command. So you tell Drax to do like a thing where he'll slam in the ground. Tell Rocket to shoot literal bullets at something. You don't get to play as these characters. The only time you involve yourself with them is when you're doing the dialogue options, which is very Mass Effect-esque. I don't see anyone really buying this game. Not to shoot it down. It could possibly be a great game story-wise, and the gameplay could just fall flat on its face like Anthem did. But from what I've seen as a consumer, this ain't it. I would rather take a Hulk game at this point. Like
now,
Hulk game right now would be great.
Yeah, I want Sony to make it, but
ain't gonna happen. But whoever made the Ultimate Destruction game for the GameCube, PS2, Xbox, they should bring those guys back. Because it's not that hard to make a Hulk game. All you gotta do is throw the Green Man somewhere, give him some buildings, give him some tanks and people to throw around, throw in Abomination and call it a day. Like, it's not that hard.
Destructive areas.
But
it's we got other games like Worms Rumble.
Worms Rumble, that's June 23rd. So that's already out now.
Yeah.
Have either of you played it? Actually,
I have
Worms. No.
Because it was actually, for those that don't know who are like heavy into, their specific consoles or whatever, it was actually free for PlayStation 5.
What?
But yeah, it was actually a PS Plus game a couple months ago, and I actually dabbled in it. it's not your typical Worms game. It's not turn-based. It's more like a Call of Duty style. Not first-person shooter, but like that weird, almost isometric, but not above the character. It's kind of weird. It's like a side-scrolling shooting game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's okay, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't get to play it much. I had no friends.
Yeah, from
But it was alright.
Looks
Yeah,
cute.
do not buy it for the Switch. Please do not buy it.
They want you to buy it for the Switch, man.
No.
This is
If you're gonna
Nintendo. This is us pitching for Nintendo.
They want third-party games.
Look,
They brought the third-party games for the Switch.
not to shoot them down, but their Switch cannot handle these third-party games. Worms was running at 20 FPS. An intense shooting game. You can tell because if you watch this stuff, like if you really break this stuff down as you're watching it, you can really see when explosions go off when there's a lot of people on the screen.
I thought that was the gameplay.
No, it wasn't the stream at all. It was literally the game running the Switch.
Oh.
Because when I played it on PS5, it runs at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution. But since the Switch isn't as powerful, all I'm saying is don't buy this game.
On the Switch, yeah.
It's not all that great to buy it anyway. I think
not
it's
for
like,
the Switch, don't buy it.
$60. Please pass. Please pass on this game.
Okay, so
so next is Austria Ascending.
Yeah, it's a good turn-based game. I heard from people. If you like those types of games, you go ahead and buy it. I haven't played that game, so I might be interested in the future, but yeah, we'll see.
I like the art style.
That game.
The art style looks
Is that the one where they were talking about like angels and stuff, like gods and angels,
like that. It was
like a turn-based?
Yeah.
Almost like Octopath Traveler-ish.
Something like it.
Style.
Something like that. Yeah. Because like the backgrounds are like hand painted.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And it looks really pretty. Yeah.
I'll probably try it. I still have Octopath sitting in my catalog, but if a turn-based game can actually be done right, I'll actually play it.
Yeah.
Because that's September 30th, so that's soon-ish too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My wallet.
Damn, like I said, my wallet could be hurting with that, but
dang, man.
games. But then we got 2 Point Campus. I'll pass on that.
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what it is.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's like if you like Sims, go ahead and get it.
Not really, actually. Not really like Sims. Let me sum it up for you, Darshan, and everyone else that's probably gonna watch this. 2 Point Campus is a sequel-ish to 2 Point Hospital.
I was thinking of Hospital.
Also spin-offs of like almost like a Sim City type game.
Something like that.
Except you like 2 Point Campus is more like individual in a sense that you can literally build a campus and customize each class and whatever to your liking. If you like that sort of stuff, go for it. But I will probably pass. Probably buy it from my girlfriend, but I'll pass. It looks funny though.
Too.
Yo, like I said, nothing against the game. It ain't my cup of tea to play on. Like for example, when I come home from work, I don't want to play and build a campus. I already,
which is fine. Like every game in the thing is going to be catered to everybody. That's why they had this variety.
And then
just disclaimer: don't buy it on Switch, please.
Oh, here we go.
It's gonna be a recurring theme because if you're a person like me and you value frame rate and whatnot,
frames per second, yeah,
please don't do it. Like I tried Doom Eternal on the Switch, and my Switch was like it was literally blowing up.
And speaking of Doom Eternal, they have
please don't do it.
Coming up.
Let's hope.
Please.
Wait, what'd you?
They're bringing DLC.
He said they had a DLC
for the Switch. For the Switch.
That's a great segue, actually. Yeah, because it's already out for everything else. But definitely get it if you actually own it on Switch and you really want to go shoot demons. Go ahead.
Okay. But then
there
next game, Super Monkey Ball Collection 25th anniversary.
Yes,
25th anniversary.
I'm proud of.
Yes,
I actually had to clap because Sega actually looked back at their other games in Sonic. Thank God. And trying to, because Super Monkey Ball is popular too.
Oh yeah, very popular.
Very popular.
I wanted to play as a kid, but my parents were too stingy to buy me. You know, why parents are so stingy to buy you another game that you want to play but you don't want to?
Because it's another game.
Yeah, like their response would be, "Didn't I just buy you a game?" You know, something like that.
Don't you have X at home?
Yeah. I want
Game
Super
at
I never
Monkey
had a
Ball.
monkey. I never had a
Don't you
monkey
have
ball
Pinball
rolling at
3D
home.
on the computer?
I never had a monkey ball rolling at home, so I want to play as a kid. Other than playing Sonic, I was like, okay.
Not
I'm
gonna
glad
lie, I
the
feel like I'm
25th
gonna talk a
anniversary.
lot. I have a
The
lot
what
to
now?
say actually. He said he actually really looks forward to the anniversary and will pick it up.
Yeah, I'll
Sorry
pick
to
it
cut
up.
you
It
off.
comes out on
But,
October 5th, and
No,
we're interested. I'm
uh,
getting it anyway. Like I said, that going to my wallet. That's going to my list to get it.
another $60.
Yeah, I've always been curious.
Worth the
I've always been curious about Super Monkey Ball as a series. Like, I feel like I've seen gameplay of it, but I've never played
Last
any of the
time-
games.
The last time I was interested in that. Oh, sorry, Darcy. Did I cut you off?
No, not really. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. The last time, what got me interested is that I keep seeing him being announced all over in Sonic. It's like All Stars Racing, and he was
Yeah, the tennis game and
Oh yeah,
I see this man must be good. I said something about it, and then I saw some guy got the Wii game for Super Monkey Ball. I say this man. I say something ain't right. I'm gonna look this up. I say it looks kind of pretty fun. I want to get it as a kid, but I couldn't.
it must have been like the Step and Roll or the Adventure one,
Yeah,
or Banana Blitz. One of those.
I'm really glad he
I
got
think
everything.
isn't Banana Blitz in the collection? I think they showed 1, 2, 3, and
No, it's
Well,
Super
it was
Monkey
4
Ball, Monkey
games.
Ball 2, and Monkey Ball Deluxe. Those are the 3 in the collection.
I thought it was 4, but I could be wrong.
no, it's definitely between like 2 and 4. But I'd probably go for like a sweet spot of 3.
Yeah,
But,
no, it's 3 because I got it written down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're
okay.
good, man.
Yeah, nice nose taking. So
Uh-huh.
you good.
Now,
Now
I have a lot to say. Sorry, you go ahead. Go.
I wish I know you probably can say this, but I'm gonna say this. I might say it just in case you say it. I want them to bring back what that game called? It's in my head.
Jet Set Radio.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the game.
Ooh.
Jet Set Radio.
I've played that before. That's taking it back.
I've been waiting for a Jet Set Radio something.
Or a sequel, or
For
reboot,
like,
or bring
or
it
like
back. How about bring the series back?
I've been asking for
generation
another
Sega.
game since the womb, since I was brought into this world. Where is my Jet Set Radio
New
3?
generation Sega.
It was
You got
coming to
all
the
that.
Wii, and they said, "Ain't nobody gonna buy this."
New
Where is
generation
it?
Sega. Everybody.
They
Dang.
can literally do something with this. Like online multiplayer would be dope. I'll take a remaster. Something.
It really would
That's
be.
my
Anything
pick.
Jet Set
Might be
Radio.
over,
Something.
Tony Hawk.
Hell, you can give me a soundtrack. I'll buy it for 62.
This might take over.
Like
Tony Hawk
Jesus,
sale.
something. Like there's so many IPs Sega can literally tap into. Like
Yeah, and me and
not for like the
talk-
kids, but for people like me, y'all, my old man. Like they got like Golden Axe,
Yeah, they could've
Fantasy
brought that
Star
back up.
Online,
Ristar.
Ristar,
Comic Zone.
Streets of Rage, which literally just got a new game. Fine. What's another game outside of Super Monkey Ball, Jet Set? Yakuza's finally getting some love. Like,
Oh yeah,
See, y'all
Virtua
could've brought-
Fighter,
See, y'all
like,
have to try to bring that back, but they won't bring other
Come
stuff
on,
back
man.
and make
yeah,
it big.
yeah, Yakuza's
You
popping
gotta-
off
you
right now.
gotta
Actually,
expand it. Sega should be
Yeah.
popping off right now. Taking up
Like-
like it's new generation, man.
the amount of money Sega's making from these Yakuza games and the spin-offs,
Imagine that
Judgment
on the
and
Sega.
Lost Judgment, which is literally coming out in a couple months, they can easily dump a couple thousand into these other IPs.
Make a new and
Like-
improved Jet Set Radio. That's
for sure.
Like imagine a new Crazy Taxi game.
oh
Like
yeah.
what? Like what? Crazy Taxi
Instead of
online,
you can be somewhere
where everyone's racing to get their passenger, and then while the one person has a passenger, you have to knock
Wait,
the
what
passenger
was
out of
the,
their car. Like it'd be dope.
What was the area
That
they were getting?
Sounds
stuck at?
chaotic but fun.
Yeah, like a battle royale Crazy Taxi. That would be genius.
Oh man,
Don't get no started.
Sonic Riders, something like. Let's continue on because I got
No,
let's-
man. I want to make it a
Reach
Sega thing, but
These people-
not enough racing for Sonic right now. Enough racing.
Yeah,
for
but you're-
Sonic. Man, I
No
tried that.
racing.
I was talking. about
No,
that.
no,
Enough
no.
of that.
Cannot get enough of Riders.
No, I
Riders
didn't
is
say Riders.
actually
I
making
never
a
raced
comeback.
in
Riders is
cars,
dope.
man.
No, I don't care
Yeah.
about the car one.
I think it was
Yeah,
I
Jay's
bought
thinking
it
of the racing
before.
one, like anything else, like
Transform
Sega
and,
All Stars Racing and like the Team Sonic Racing. I mean, I like Team Sonic
I
Racing
like the
personally.
racing games. It is that y'all. That's all y'all pushing out. Like, come on, man. Y'all have. You never made a
Like,
fighting
they've had
game
racing
release?
games on mobile.
Yeah, anything else like any other spin-off for Sonic? Like, has Sonic ever had
like a
like
Sonic
his
All-Star
own sports
Fighting?
games?
Like a song also.
Because I don't think he
No.
has.
Or...
He hasn't, but they put him in the Olympics game. That
The
just
Olympics,
came out.
that's close. That's close enough in their book.
They did him dirty.
Like, Sega has a massive catalog.
They can do a lot.
Yeah,
that
Sega
they can tap into. Same with Nintendo, but they
Yes.
refuse. Like, they put 7 Yakuza games on every single
Can you
platform
imagine them
except
doing that to
Switch.
other games?
Like,
So,
come on, man.
yeah.
Come on.
Well, tying it back to Super Monkey Ball real quick, because I think what y'all might have been thinking about in terms of like how many Monkey Ball games are on the Switch, because they did release a couple years back Banana Blitz HD in 2019. So like that might have been the fourth game I was thinking about. But the Banana Mania collection they revealed in this E3 is Super Monkey Ball 2001, Super Monkey Ball 2002, and Super Monkey Ball Deluxe 2005. So those are the 3 in this Banana Mania remastered collection that's coming out October 5th. But Banana Blitz HD was like a separate thing that was already out, but it can be considered an HD remaster thing that can go along with this new collection we have. So that might have been the fourth thing y'all were thinking about before.
That's still kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anybody that loves SMB, go support it, please.
Yeah.
For
Tell
sure.
Sega we want some more. We want some more of your other stuff. Like,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
But speaking of wanting more, this next game, oh boy.
Yeah, this Darshan wants it. I want it, but I'm not sure about Al
Eh,
because Al very iffy on that. We have a new Mario Party game called
Mario Party Superstars, boys.
Oh
But
boy.
the thing is, though, I'm glad they added features and more features and things like online. We can finally play online. Party
Everything's
games.
online. All the modes support online.
100 mini games.
It is literally the better top 100. I'm here for it.
Super Mario Party, whatever you call on the Switch. But that game about to take over now.
Well, see, I think they were testing the waters because like they just kind of dropped an update out of nowhere a couple months ago. They were like, "Oh yes, remember Super Mario Party 3 years ago?" And this would have been the perfect game to play over quarantine.
Yeah.
It still happens. Well, quarantine is still going on somewhat for the most part, but like when we were first shut in, who would not have wanted to play Mario Party with their friends online through 2020? Like that.
Save it.
Like we got Animal Crossing, which actually took over the internet for at least a couple of months. Like random celebrities were playing and like sharing their islands and stuff, which was great. But Mario Party online, Super Mario Party would have been perfect to go alongside that online if they had released that update then. Like why did they wait an extra year? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, and you can actually save the party board where you last left off that too, just in case something happens.
Yeah, you can, like when you're playing with friends in Superstars, you can save your progress online and come back to a game. That's genius.
As well, so I'm not sure, but yeah, that's really good. I'm really happy for that one. But I know Al got something to say. But go ahead, Al.
What you gotta say about that one, huh?
I'm on your guys' side because last Mario Party game I ever played that I physically owned was literally I think Mario Party 5, and
wow,
yeah, because I never got a chance to own the following Nintendo consoles. Like I didn't get a Wii till like recently. Didn't get a Wii U. Didn't get any of the DSs. Just got a Switch. I'm excited for it, but I'm iffy because those mini games kind of make or break Mario Party for me. Because they can give you like banger mini games, and then there's like they can give you a good 20 mini games, and then the 80 is trash. So, but they said they pulled it from previous Mario Party games.
It's from the whole line, like how they did Top 100. But I think it's gonna. Well, the Top 100 covered all of the console games. Like they pulled like certain numbers.
And they like fan favorites, right?
Yeah, they said fan favorites, but some of the mini games wasn't fan favorites. They a lie, but but for the most part, it was kind of weird because in the top 100, because you would think because there were 10 Mario Party home console games at the time, right? But not everyone had 10 games from each. Some of them had like 8 or 7, and some had like 12 or 13 from certain games. So it wasn't even really a true 10 from each thing of like the Hall of Fame mini games from each Mario Party from the first one to the 10th one. It was just kind of like, oh yes, curate this list that we think the consumers are considered their favorite mini games, and then this is what we're gonna get. Yeah, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping it's a better list that's actually 10 from each Mario Party in Superstars. I mean, from the ones that we've seen so far, and we actually got to see a decent bit in the treehouse footage too. Because one of the mini games I could have sworn were from Mario Party 4. It's the one where it's because it was one of the battle mini games in 4, but I guess it wasn't a previous one. It's the one where it's that giant mechanical Bowser head, right? And you got the cranks. You have to choose the color.
Oh, so, like, you have to, yeah, I remember that. I think it was actually in 5 too.
Played at the game room store, but
so they might have like reused it from the previous Mario Party, which is actually kind of interesting because like it's a couple of them. Because there's one like I caught a glimpse of Booksquirm, which I thought started in 4, but must have been earlier. Because that's the one where like you have to run around in the big book, and the pages come down, and you have to be in the hole so you don't get squished. So you keep going on. Apparently that was in like 3 or earlier, which I thought was 4. So some of those were some of my all-time favorite mini games, and they're in this. So like I have faith in the list that they have for this game.
Yeah, fan favorites, luck of the draws.
I'm with it. I'm with both of y'all, actually. I'm excited for this. Hopefully people support it.
Yeah, hopefully we get to play each other on here.
Because we definitely need some more Mario spin-offs for this wait that we're going to have to sit through for the next Mario game.
I mean,
I would have personally, Mr. Heroes on here knows Strikers or the baseball or a 3-on-3 hoops. But
bro, I would buy a Mario Hoops 3-on-3 or like some sort of Mario Hoops and like the basketball from Sports Mix. If they somehow like mix those mechanics together.
Hear me out on the sports games. We probably won't hear none of that till the next year. Next year, Nintendo Direct, because they always. I know there's a pattern that they always reveal a sports game every year for Mario.
What?
Seems about right.
Like we don't know. It could be Mario Circus. It could be another Mario. It should be Mario Circus, in my opinion, because next level games.
I want Strikers so much.
Just port it. Just remaster it and port it. They put
remaster charged. Put it on the Switch. Give it online. Throw in Pauline and Rosalina. You're good.
What's crazy is I don't know if many people know this, but if you have a Wii U, you can actually get it charged on your Wii U and play it.
Oh yeah, you can buy it digitally.
Yeah, you can get it digitally and play it, but I'd kill for any sports game.
A lot of even little kids when you had the Wii U, they say, "Oh, I want to get the game so bad. They should release it to the Switch." That's all they've been saying.
Wow.
But see, it's funny you should say the Wii U thing, because like the next game actually is going to be a monster in playing the games for this series that's coming up.
Oh, okay. Then let's segue into that then.
You talking Metroid?
Yes, Metroid Dread, a huge deal.
I heard that I heard that they canceled it back then, and then they brought it back.
It was just in. Excuse the language and the term, but it was just in development hell for like years and years and years. Because like it was initially supposed to be like around as a DS game, but because that it didn't feel like the hardware was up to par and what the vision was, it got delayed over and over and over again. So the last main Metroid game was Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance in 2002. So it has literally been 19 years since the last 2D Metroid game. This is the first new Metroid game in the 2D classic Metroidvania style. The games that have literally created the genre of Metroidvania. So this is big, and it's coming out this year in October 8th. That's very soon.
That looks good.
Oh.
Now they say they have that just to keep us waiting for Metroid Prime 4 probably being released next year. I don't know.
I wouldn't hold your breath on next year, to be honest.
But I don't know.
Wouldn't do that either.
I'm still waiting for that Metroid Prime collection, but we'll wait. We don't know.
Yeah.
Because as a person who hasn't actually been able to play a Metroid game, outside of obviously Fusion and the other one that was on Game Boy, the name
Zero Mission.
Thank you. I played those two, but as a Prime and the other ones that released afterwards, I haven't got a chance to sit down and play. Even with a computer, I haven't been able to sit down and play them. I would definitely take a collection right now. That easily would dust off all the crud that's corroding my Switch right now. I would kill for that.
Well, see, that's what I was talking about with the Wii U, because like the Wii U right now is going to become the Metroid machine for people, because you mentioned both Zero Mission and Fusion. Because I watched Arlo's video on Metroid of saying, are you wanting to get into Metroid before Dread comes out? Here is the way to play these games, and it was very good how you broke it down, because like I didn't know there were so many alternate versions of these games. So like the original game, Metroid, virtually unplayable because there's no map or anything. Like it's just kind of very chuggish. But Metroid Zero Mission is literally that game but better. So Zero Mission is like the true first game that you can experience, and which is on the Wii U Virtual Console. You can get it from there. And then second would be either Samus Return of Samus, which would be I want to say that's the NES still. Yeah. I'm not quite sure. Or as the Game Boy?
Might be one of those.
One of those two. It's definitely one of those two. I didn't. It's probably Game Boy now that I think about it. But the better version, which came out recently-ish, Samus Returns on 3DS. That's the definitive way. Well, the definitive Nintendo licensed way to play Metroid 2.
We ain't gonna talk about the unlicensed way.
Yeah, the other fan created version, which Arlo also mentioned, right? AM2R is another like faithful representation of the original Samus 2. So like if you want to experience a closer to like the original way of it, then that AMTR would be the way to go. But if you want to get the closest to what actually would be how Metroid Dread is going to play, since it's the same developers that are going to be doing Dread from Metroid Samus Returns, then Samus Returns might be the better way for you to play Metroid 2. And then of course the third game, Super Metroid. Halo is one of the best games of all time, which hasn't gotten a remake and doesn't really even need a remake, according to many people. Should be yeah, should be on the Switch. Well, no, it you can literally play it on the Switch online actually. Like
it is on there. The SNES is online. Okay,
the Super Nintendo Online. Right, that is the thing. You can do it on that, and it's on the Wii U Virtual Console too. So there's that.
I'm gonna dust off my Switch.
And then Metroid Fusion is with Metroid 4. So also you can play it on the Wii U. So the Wii U is coming back for people who want to get into Dread. And then like the Wii U just been slept on for a while, and people are going to appreciate it now.
Everybody and the new kid don't want a Wii U.
That's too bad. Then they're gonna have to.
That is too bad because they're missing out on a very underappreciated console.
I still have a Wii
exactly.
I still have a Wii U. I used to play Strikers on it and Punch Out on there. But other than that, that's why I use it mainly for Wii Sports sometimes. But then again, anything else before you go on to the next one?
I was gonna say something I forgot. Nope, I remember. I'm excited for it. Always down for Metroid. Dread looks really cool. I was watching the trailer and I was like, oh, this is kind of dope. You're getting hunted while also trying to solve the mystery of wherever you are. That's dope.
Yeah, it gives it like this horror aspect that you don't really see a lot
I really love Metroid. Because Metroid is more like not like a shooty bang bang, but more like I'm gonna get the stuff to be OP, and then I just one shot everything.
It's kind of an exploration kind of action game.
It would be like the category is made, Metroidvania. You just
Mhm.
look for stuff, get powerful, and then everything is literally nothing to you. That horror aspect adds a sense of
Urgency.
not only just urgency, but also immersion, because you're trapped inside wherever you are, and you're also getting hunted against. You're also getting hunted by something that you can't even kill yet. That's awesome. Gives me like a sense of, bro, I really gotta get out of this room. So that's
exactly. Because they don't follow you room to room. Because I did actually watch most of the treehouse footage. I think I might have watched all of it actually live when I did my stream. But yeah, Dread looks cool, and like coming from someone who's not even a Metroid fan, like I've never played a Metroid game. You would have thought I did from that whole tangent I had, but I've just been doing my research.
Yeah, I wanted to play Metroid, but like I said before, as a kid, nope, can't have that.
It just kind of depends. Probably like the amount of games too, because you know, when you have one, you have them all. Is the logic.
Essentially. I just bought you Grand Theft Auto. You want another one?
I just bought you the Wii. I just bought you the Wii. Why you want a Wii U?
Oh,
What is
that was just the worst.
That was
era.
really terrible logic.
That was the marketing of the Wii U. Because like, if it wasn't named the Wii U, I feel like it would have sold so much better. Because the marketing for it was just not it.
I agree. Like they could have definitely came up with something else. If they wanted to stay with the Wii, they could have at least changed the name up.
Called the Super Wii or something.
Because think about it, like when you think of a console, you think of evolution, or not even just a console, just anything in general, evolution. Like PS1, PS2. The difference is obviously the graphics. When you think of Nintendo consoles, the GameCube, which literally is a cube that plays a lot of games on it and gives you full 3 dimensions in comparison to the Nintendo 64, which actually did give you 64 bits. The Switch also, Nintendo Switch, you can literally take off the controllers, connect it back, put it on the dock. The Wii, literally, it lets everyone in your house play the console together and be fit. When you think of the Wii, you think of more than one person, plural. When you think of the Wii U, you think of exactly silence. Like you don't really think of anything when you think of the Wii U. And it was just so bland. The marketing, I can't even remember it. The only thing I remember vividly about the Wii U was the wonderful 101. And no one bought that game. And Bayonetta 2. And Bayonetta 2 dropped towards like literally the tail end of his life cycle. It couldn't even save the console it was made for. So
Smash and Mario Kart tried to carry that console and then that couldn't.
Yeah, Smash and Mario Kart kind of did, especially
Mario Kart and Splatoon carried the Wii U.
Yeah,
easy.
Smash, Mario Kart, Splatoon.
Well, Super Mario Maker actually towards the end of his
Mario
life.
Maker wasn't 3D World on there too.
3D World, yes.
Yeah, like what was it? Paper Mario had a game on there. Like there was a lot of
Color
games.
Splash in the last year.
This console. It literally, when I see a Wii U, I think of like, an iPad or a Leapfrog. If you're old enough to know what that is.
I know that. I had a Leapfrog, man. That's talking about my age right there. That's the good old days of having a Leapfrog.
Like they really dropped the ball. And what was even great was for those that actually bought the console, there was more than enough content to keep you content. Like there was all the games that dropped. There was Virtual Console. Yeah. Like there was stuff to keep people happy, but there was no advertisement for it. It literally was 1-to-1 like the Xbox One. The Xbox One was released with no games. The Wii U was released with games, but no support. So they shot themselves in the foot if you think about it. Mm-hmm. But maybe they'll learn their lesson with bringing these games from the Wii U's life over. It's not like we didn't want them. It's just you released them on something we didn't. You know?
Yeah, they've ported a large majority of like the popular games from the Wii U for Switch ports, because even throw in Captain Toad in there, and he's on the Switch now.
Captain Toad,
Yeah, they're trying to get all the games out of there.
Pokken Tournament got
Tournament,
deluxe
all the games
version.
out of there.
Wonderful 101 just got ported.
That did too.
Bayonetta 1 and 2 in a collection.
There was the thing that Fire Emblem got bundled up with, that like music rhythm game, I think.
Oh, it's about like.
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
Not rhythm, it's music something.
I forgot what it's called. Dang it, I have it too.
It's something Fire Emblem Encore at the end of it. Oh jeez.
Oh, that Fire Emblem.
Oh, Fire Emblem. I think I remember. It was literally just like abbreviated FE Encore.
Yeah, FE Encore.
Something like that. Yeah, they have like a lot of stuff
lot of good
that
games.
are now seeing the light of day, but
just that the marketing is bad.
People gonna be appreciating the Wii U again.
It took a whole generation for them to finally do something right. I
guess they learned a lesson. I guess.
Yeah, it's literally just like the human race. You learn with loss. That's all it is.
Dang, that's painfully
deep.
accurate. That's deep.
Yeah,
that is actually very deep.
But that's neither here nor there. Mr. Darsheen, what's the next topic of discussion?
Wow.
The next game,
Just Dance 22.
Just Dance 2022.
The next game.
but
that's November 4th.
Well, we also got Cruise and Blast. Well, I think it was an indie game. I think.
See that one looks kind of interesting. It's that
honestly,
very crazy arcade racing game.
I low key want that. I'll say I'm gonna get that one day. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. Look like that one of those Hot Wheels World Race looking type of games.
It's got like cars and like unicorns apparently. Like that or like something.
I vividly remember it. I think I'll get it. Sorry to cut you. I had to look it up and picture it in my head.
The third party they finally got is Dragon Ball Kakarot on the Switch. And that looks good. And that frame rate looks kind of bad. I can tell. But it's I say, what the heck?
Look, man.
I was just excited to get it on the Switch because I saw it come out originally, and I was like, I want this game, but I don't own neither an Xbox One or a PS4, so I'm just kind of screwed unless I buy one of those consoles.
Everything up to date, and if you don't have no PS5 or Xbox or anything like that, go get it for the Switch. But if you don't give a crap about frame rates, go get it.
Look, what you got to say about it, Al?
I actually look at the trailer on the direct yesterday. I say, what? Why it looks like that?
Like, I'm not angry. I'm actually happy because for those that don't know their backstory on just the history of Dragon Ball Z games, some of the best Dragon Ball Z games were actually released on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Big ones that come to mind for those that had DS's and Advances: Super Sonic Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Raging Blast, I think.
No, Raging Blast was console. There was Extreme Butoden on the 3DS.
Oh, I had.
And
the
three big Dragon Ball Z games. The Legacy of Goku.
I know those games.
Fury, and DBZ Kakarot is literally those 3 games or 2 games just in one big package with better graphics. And I'm not hating on it. I actually love it because I love seeing people play this stuff and experience it. Yeah, just experience this stuff. But you're experiencing it on an inferior console.
Yeah. Which
can probably actually handle it because I play it on PC and it still is iffy on the frame rate. But you do get a lot of value for your money because it may be just a Goku game, but you play as a bunch of other characters. And they announced that you can actually play as even more characters when you get the Switch version. So you can actually play as Super Vegito and I think Trunks. I might be wrong, but that's cool.
I'm not sure.
To each his own. I definitely get it if you love Dragon Ball. But
and hear me out. I don't mind them retelling the Dragon Ball Z story over and over and over again. But when can we go back to Dragon Ball when Goku was small and make a game out of that? At least.
That's where I'm at too.
I would actually love that.
I would like to see that. Like I know the Z series so many times. Even the movies, I've seen that so many times. I already know what happened. Yeah,
Because even if they just had like a fighting game of like the OG Dragon Ball, because like it was so much more about the physical hand-to-hand combat instead of all fancy blasts they have now. It was more about like the tactical skill. Because Krillin was um uh, was a good opponent in the original Dragon Ball.
basically Goku.
He beat Goku before.
I think it just comes down to the factor of not even what people want to see, but how can we turn what little Dragon Ball actually has into a full-fledged 8-hour game. If you get what I'm saying. Not to shoot it down. I would love to see Dragon Ball, and I would love to see GT representation, even though GT ain't canon, but
they did do Final Bout for GT.
They did, and we don't talk about that game. But
dang,
Dragon Ball is such like, because we do not. If you watch Dragon Ball, there's literally like there's filler, but it's how can I put this? There's a lot of episodes when there's not a lot of fighting, which is it does make sense because it's character development or whatever. But how can you interpret all that into a game? The only time they actually did it, to my knowledge, was I think on Game Boy and on the Wii. For those that didn't know, Revenge of the Demon King Piccolo, I believe. And not a lot of people bought it because it was so far away from a Dragon Ball that it just seemed like your run-of-the-mill shovelware. So I think it was actually like third person, almost like Uzumaki Chronicles, but for Dragon Ball. But the only thing was it was short, which makes sense because Dragon Ball didn't have anything really of value outside of character development. I'll be down for it. They could throw it in Xenoverse if they want. I'll pay for it.
Well, we went to Dragon Ball. Now they already released Mario Golf on there. Then there's
Mario Golf Super Rush is so fun, dude.
Oh, you actually purchased the game? You got it?
I'm about to purchase.
I have the. Yeah, I picked it. See, here's the like quick like story with that, and like I'm not gonna take a long time with this at all. Right. But it came out because that June 25th, because that was the Friday that I was going to my friends over the weekend, right? Because one of my friends at the time it was next month, but this month he's getting married next Friday actually. So it was essentially his like bachelor party weekend, us hanging out together finally after like a good year or 2 years at least that we'd hung out all together. So I went to GameStop right out of work, picked it up because I had like most of it paid off, and I took it with me with my games with me to their house. And I didn't know, but he had actually already bought the game himself and had played it some. And besides Smash Ultimate, that became ironically the most played game during the weekend besides Smash, and I did not expect it at all because I was kind of expecting them to be interested somewhat, like maybe at least one or two of them would like the Mario Golf games, because like I adore Mario Golf Toadstool Tour on the GameCube.
Whew, man of culture.
So I was I had high hopes of Mario Golf Super Rush being really good too, and it is really good. And you throw in the other modes like speed golf that it has in this, and I went into this playing the golf game with no prior knowledge of what was happening with the controls or like the new mode, how it was going to be set up. So like I was going in with only my knowledge from Toadstool Tour and like other Mario Golf games. I'm like, let me see how much of the older games I can apply to Super Rush, because I was kind of all right in Toadstool Tour. So let's see what I can do in this. And I proceed to get bodied in both speed golf and just the standard stroke play, because the way that the ball floats and when it descends, I'm not sure what depth perception that they are using, but it just looks like it always looks like it's gonna land a little bit more in the middle of the frame, but it's always at like the top of the frame. It's just the way that the camera is positioned that it follows the ball in this game. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but I just could not get some of my shots to line up correctly. But TLDR, we ended up really enjoying the game over the weekend. Like it was like, besides like I said, Smash Ultimate, it was our most played game there. So Mario Golf Super Rush is very fun, and I'm looking forward to trying the adventure mode, because adventure mode, this is the first time we've had a full on adventure mode in Mario Golf again for a console one. What actually not in general since Mario Golf Advance Tour that had a full on adventure mode, story mode. So I'm curious what they did with it because it's our me character going from rookie to pro. So I'm curious about that.
Oh, so like Ultra Smash, the tennis one.
Aces, yeah.
Aces, sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be free, and there's gonna be free updates and DLC for stuff Super Rush like Aces did too. So more characters, more courses. It's gonna be good.
I always want. I never played golf personally, but I think I like this type of golf because it's Mario in it, and you know how Mario sports gets. It really gets competitive. Yeah.
Slap Mario onto a sports thing, and it's a classic because that's literally how I got into tennis. I played Mario Tennis, Mario Power Tennis, and Mario Tennis Power Tour, and I fell in love with the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Played in real life.
Okay, and then we got Monster Hunter Stories too. Anybody interested in that? I'll pass
also, I think your volume lowered again.
Kind of.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
There you go.
Let me say it again right now. Do you guys want Monster Hunter Stories 2 or y'all? I'll pass that.
Well, there's
Well,
I tried.
like I
It
said,
actually
I
comes
already
out in
have
2 days.
I already have Monster Hunter, so on the Switch. So
To each his own. I don't know.
I'll at the very least try the demo.
I'll
definitely do that. But
Yeah.
as far as buying it, probably won't happen.
Yeah, because if you do buy it, then like the data that you get in the demo, you can transfer that to the full game too.
Mm-hmm.
So that can work out for that. Yeah, that's July 9th. It was again 2 days away from actually releasing.
Dang. So
If you're wanting that Monster Hunter Stories
Monster
too.
Hero.
I'm thinking about a man Hero Zone.
So
All right,
Wario makes it into the Switch. Another
Wario Ware, get it together.
Yep.
Whew.
I'm getting
About
that.
time.
I'm getting that.
I mean, I want it.
Never
I do
played,
want it.
but was interested. I asked my parents. They said no.
About
God, man.
time. It's been how long since we had a WarioWare game?
Well, they
Oh,
put one on the 3DS.
I want to say 3DS.
How long was that?
That was a good 2 or 3 years.
Probably at least 5-6 years ago. At least.
That was
And the last
3 or 4
console one was the Wii, right?
Oh God, you're talking back in like 2006 through 8 or 9 now. So that's a good decade.
Console term.
Because no, I'm talking about in general to gauge how long it's been. Because I mean, sure, the handheld one was probably decent in its own right, but companies make more of their sales off the consoles.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's coming back and it actually has online now, I believe, and co-op and stuff, that's cool. Cause I actually,
It's got
just
co-op.
like you,
That's cool.
I never owned a WarioWare game. I've seen people play it.
Yeah, same for me.
The closest
Actually.
I've got to it was what was it? I'm probably gonna butcher this name. It was on the Wii, but I think it was Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah,
I believe.
Rhythm
That sounds right.
I am okay. But I'm excited. I'll buy it. I love Wario.
Yeah, it's.
I don't play as him in Mario Kart, but I love Wario.
They expect to be releasing I think it's September 10th of this year. So.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. Yeah, September 10th, 2021.
Yeah.
Hey, right on the nose.
So like
Definitely
I said
pick
before,
that up, please.
Nintendo get my money out of this one. So we already talked about Shin Megami Tensei 5. Now like I said, I'm getting that for a different console, not for the Switch. Sorry.
Isn't it only coming to the Switch?
Like I said, I don't know. I think it's for PlayStation.
Yeah, it's a Switch exclusive. Actually, I got that written down.
SMT5 is exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, exclusive.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
It's
November
the other one you're
12th.
talking about, Nocturne, I believe. That one is the one that's on everything else.
Oh well, I'm getting this for the Switch. Well, okay.
You got no choice, my friend.
Then we had the Danganronpa collection. Now I know I had a friend.
Oh, yeah.
on PlayStation. He loves Danganronpa series. I want to get into it. Just like he got into Ace Attorney right now. He's playing Ace Attorney right now. Now I'm thinking about getting into Danganronpa as well, but I don't know what to start. So I kind of glad to bring a collection out so I can actually play it. But
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Danganronpa is just a series that I've gotten into too, because
It's like a mystery
same friend from earlier, Viper.
Yeah.
He's streamed the games. He's streaming V3 now, actually.
It's like a mystery game. Like I said, I like mystery. I like reading it, so I might like this game. So I'm getting that.
It's more like a mystery deduction type game. To bring it down in layman's terms, deduction, more like more akin to like for the youngins out there, like an Among Us style.
Oh no.
No, because it's literally like that. There's points where you actually have to deduce with all the conclusive evidence you have who did what. Not to spoil
I hate
anything.
that he's not wrong.
Ooh,
Yeah, because like I've also actually played the game, but
yeah, I played Among Us too.
not even just that. I actually played Danganronpa as well. It's
okay.
about if you've played Ace Attorney or any game like that, you'll be right at home with Danganronpa.
Yeah, like
just in anime form.
I like Ace Attorney. I might like this one.
So if you're all into that mystery deduction, who did it, what, this is definitely gonna be. I'd buy it, especially since they give you that other game on there that was a board game or like a mini game, and one of them as a full-fledged game. You're getting 4 games for $60.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp. It's going to be its own separate game because it was a mini game in Killing Harmony V3, but they expanded it to be a whole little standalone title and is including it in this 10-year anniversary physical only collection. So that's cool.
Yeah, make it stay on the Switch, man. We can make
definitely pick it up.
So
it's all going to be on the Switch
now.
So.
And they just they just announced the release date for it too. It's December 3rd because they put it on Twitter like 7 hours ago actually.
Great Christmas gift.
And they got the whole like collector's edition thing going on because they got like it's a 10th anniversary poster. There's a lenticular paint set. There's a remix OST you can buy, like a soundtrack. There's a collector's outer box that you can put the case in. It's gonna be a whole thing for a collector's edition, which I might actually pick up. Because I want to get into the series, and that'll be good.
Yeah, then we got Fatal Frame. I now, like I said before, I never played Fatal Frame, but I did recently.
Me neither.
I got it for now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fatal Frame made of the Black Water. I could have sworn there was a WiiU title. I said, wait, I saw this on the WiiU, and then I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I know it was Fatal Frame was a WiiU exclusive, and they brought it to the Switch.
It was also. I believe there was also one on the 3DS as well. I know which one you're talking about. You actually had to move your controller around to take the picture. It definitely was between the Wii U and 3DS.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
So yeah, so it was a Wii U exclusive then.
But
okay, yeah, I was right then. They basically ported it to the Switch, basically.
Yeah, to interject a little bit, I'm excited to see.
Oh, it was on the Wii U first. Okay,
I bought it.
I was right.
I thought it wasn't. I don't. We never know. I heard that.
At least that game was on the Wii. It came out, I think, before that. I believe PS2, GameCube era. I could be really wrong, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm planning.
Definitely pretty good horror game if you like that stuff.
Oh, this was a game that they had that weird like live action trailer for in like a previous direct. Like the ones that they went in that whole haunted house just to play Fatal Frame and then end up just being scared out of it anyway. I'm like, y'all just whole
oh, you mean
levels
when they
of
set their Switch on the table and was playing the game?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Fatal Frame. That was actually Resident Evil.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, but it was a trailer for them porting I think a couple of Resident Evil games on the Switch.
Oh, you're right.
I think they ported all of them up to 6, I believe, including some of the Revelations titles. I could be wrong, but pick up Fatal Frame, I guess. I've never played Fatal Frame.
And
me neither.
Then we have other games like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Now
I'm not getting it for the Switch. I might stick to getting it on the PlayStation. No offense. Now, Al probably got something to say. I'm gonna hear him wait to say. Go ahead.
I was gonna let Darshan go. I
no, you got something to say. It must be that bad. I gotta hear.
I don't really have anything to say about Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like I knew it was out on the previous consoles already.
Same.
And like and I thought it was pretty cool because I saw people were talking about the fact that yo Tony, they're like Tony Hawk Pro Skaters, like that was one of the best games back in the day, and it's remastered and it's back now. It's so dope.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I have things to say.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just shorten it really. If you love Tony Hawk, pick it up. It might be poopy frame rate wise. Don't trust online on the Switch because Switch Online is already poopy.
They were trying to say that was they're promoting. That was what they're trying to promote the game for. They say you have online with your friends.
And what's crazy is I was looking at that specific part saying you can play online with all your friends and shred it up on the ramps, like not at 20 frames per second, but because that frame rate was dropping in the trailer itself, so it's iffy. Also, I could be really wrong about this, but Activision did do some cuts on studios, and I think they started pushing more of them towards Call of Duty, so we won't be getting a lot of this one. But if you have a Switch, they started moving all their studios to do Call of Duty stuff. Including some of these remaster ones, like the studio that remastered Crash and Spiral.
Yeah.
And I believe this game too, Vicarious Visions, are pushed to make Call of Duty. They're helping make Call of Duty, I believe, this year or the year after.
Oh my god.
But if you love Tony Hawk and you have a Switch and you can't buy it on anything else, definitely buy the game, please. Wow. 'Cause it's actually really good, but that frame rate was not. It was not.
Frame rates. Okay.
Look, it's just gonna be a recurring theme here.
It just is.
And we're gonna touch on their newest news towards the end of this.
Hold up. We getting.
Yeah, that's what I was just dropping.
I know you want to roast the heck out of that, but give me this game.
Oh no, I'm not gonna roast it.
No, go ahead, roast it. I would like to hear it. Entertain me. But
yeah, we gonna talk about that at the end.
What about Strange Brigade? I forgot what I saw last night.
Don't mad at me. I don't know a thing about what this is.
I really forgot. I had liked it, but I forgot to put notes to decide what it is about, so I kind of forgot what it is.
Don't worry, I got you. I could sum it up. I actually own it on PC.
Nice. Yeah, never mind. You say PC. That might be something now.
Yeah, it was on PC, PS4, Xbox One.
It looks like the type of co-op game you actually play on.
Yeah, think of it's literally like if you take the gameplay style of Left 4 Dead and mix it with Indiana Jones, that's what it's like. That's what Strange Brigade is like. To sum it up, really simple.
And then mix with
no, not like ZMR, because it's actually ZMR was an MMO. This is more like a 4-player co-op adventure.
Yeah, it looks kind of
and it's more akin to like Earthfall, Left 4 Dead, Zombie Army Trilogy, Sniper Elite, those types of games.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. You can play with your friends on that.
Not on the Switch. Not on the Switch.
Well, it actually came out the same day that the Direct was on, June 15th, so people are able to try it.
Switch, man. Somebody made it work
on
the Switch.
Try it. If you like it on the Switch, good for you. It's actually a pretty good game when you got friends.
I might play,
but I don't know how you're gonna do it.
This PC might run. My PC can run that. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I don't know how you gonna do
the Switch.
I don't know how you gonna play with your friends on the Switch because there's no voice chat. Y'all better download that Nintendo app.
I've been had the app. I just never used it.
Or just use Discord like everybody else.
Yeah, like a normal person.
Or use
just
Discord
use Discord.
And stuff, yeah.
Or as long as you're really struggling, use Skype.
That shouldn't be the struggling option. Skype is good in its own right.
Okay, you're right. Google Duos or Hangouts.
Okay, so
there you go.
We got Mario Rabbids the second game. Now
Sparks of Hope. Yeah.
I need to play the first one because that got me want to play the second one. I never played a Rabbids game. I don't know what's about. But
it's like a XCOM, family-friendly XCOM kind of game. It's like a tactical turn-based.
It is.
I don't know if he's played XCOM actually.
Well, me neither. I just know what what the premise of the game, well, the genre of the game is really, because I haven't played it either myself. I own the first Mario and Rabbids. I just haven't played it yet.
Bro,
Wow, I'm the only one that played it.
I don't know. I'm
Play
dumb.
it. Smash.
Sum it up easier.
Smash.
You know how the old Fire Emblem games were tactile squares, and you move them on the squares, and then hit the person. Mario and Rabbids, both games are like that.
Oh.
But with like a comedic thing to it, so it's
because
not serious at all,
Rabbids.
and it's like really hilarious. There's a lot of like reading here and there because it's not, of course, it's a Mario game. No one talks in Mario unless you're like really special or Bowser Jr. But
or Peach,
Mario. But definitely gonna buy this game. I didn't finish the first one, but I loved the first one. And the way the gameplay mechanics are, they could just do nothing but improve on it. Like, there's a point where you can, it's not a spoiler, but it's like a gameplay mechanic where they can literally bounce off of each other, knock people in the air, and the other one will fire them out the sky. It's really, like, cool.
That sounds cool. Like, part of that was
actually a Ubisoft game, and I'm describing.
Yeah, part of that was in, like, the trailer. Like, because I didn't Mario, like, kick one of the Rabbids up in the air, like in the trailer or something.
Yeah, and then one of them shot the rabbit out the sky. Yeah, that's all in the first game.
Yeah, that was in the trailer, so that's not really a spoiler.
Yeah,
I know, but some people like to experience the stuff like that for the shock factor. But definitely pick up the first one if you want to buy the second one.
Yeah,
but if you're getting the first one, pick up the gold edition.
Oh.
Reason being because they give you the Donkey Kong DLC. And then, which is they make a rabbit into Donkey Kong, which is why Donkey Kong, if you didn't know, in Smash Brothers, that white skin he has is based off of the Donkey Kong in the Rabbids game.
Oh, wow, I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, so definitely pick up the first one, and then pick up the second one if you like the first one.
Oh, cool.
I recommend it actually, really recommend it.
Yeah, I was curious about this series. Like when it was first announced, like just the fact that there was a Mario and Rabbids crossover in the first place just seemed like such a weird amalgamation concept. Yeah, like I did not see how this would work, and then it just ends up being one of the most charming, zany things that you could even see, and it was beloved.
Really underappreciated.
And like one game of the year in like one category, I was like, oh man,
it was really good. From like the hours I played, like the 3-4 hours I played, because it's actually a pretty long game.
I miss it.
Surprisingly, along with the DLC has I think another 10 hours to the game.
I'm missing out. I'm trying to finish.
Definitely play it.
Super Mario Odyssey. I'm trying to finish up that game right now.
I need to just get back to my series of streaming and get to Mario and Rabbids.
You need to take a break off of Smash.
I am. I didn't like before last week. I hadn't played like a couple weeks probably. I was playing Pokken Tournament again.
I actually haven't played Smash since. The last time I played was before Season Pass 2 dropped.
Oh, damn.
Jesus
that was the
Christ.
very last time I played Smash.
You might get the hype momentum back up.
So before Min Min came out.
Yeah, way before Min Min and way before
Violet
Min
came
Min. No, I own the whole Season Pass.
Yeah, the first one. So
when
before
Season 2 was rolling.
Min Min was like June last year. So I was like
I didn't I think my online ran out and I was in the middle of moving. So I couldn't actually sit down and play my Switch like I normally would.
That's fair.
But, what was that? What were we talking about? Sorry, I zoned out.
Rabbids, but
I don't know how we got here.
But moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Pick it up.
Nintendo brought back an old game to to current consoles, and it's called Advance Wars. Like I said before, I'm interested in that. No, not
1+2 reboot camp. Yes.
No,
yes,
I'd be like, wait a minute, they brought this back, but he won't bring back custom robo or something like that. I said, oh, come on, man. But it's all right. I buy that too. I buy Advance Wars. I'm actually
in the defense, Advance Wars is really more known than custom robo.
I judged him by a trailer. I said, wait a minute. It had some kind of cartoon style. I say there's something about the thing I'm not knowing about. So it could be more showing more. I never played it. Like I said, I never played the Advanced War game, so it might be a good game. It might be a hidden gem.
What is?
Yeah.
It's a
we
hugely beloved gem.
We said that same time. Yeah, wasn't it released originally on the Game Boy? That's right. Both of them.
They were on the Game Boy Advance at first because it was originally sprite based art style of games. I mean, everything on Game Boy Advance was sprites. Well, most of everything on
that game was just, mwah. It was just beautiful.
So what?
Like I made it into a wallpaper. That's how good the sprites were. Like the artwork and the gameplay itself. Because I wasn't big into RTS games, and that game like hooked me for some reason. It was definitely pick it up. It's worth it. Right. Didn't they also do like a Metal Slug one? I think that's what the next topic of discussion might be. Actually, right?
Actually, I ain't nothing about Metal Slug. I actually wrote everything. I actually wrote everything I see. So the next could be the last topic, and it's the Zelda series.
It's getting into the Zelda, like the last 8 minutes of the direct.
They did talk about Hyrule Wars expansion pass.
Yarn.
And dang, some people were happy about that. I'll remind you. And Breath of the Wild.
Not happy about that frame rate.
Now people were really happy about the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. I was glad.
You kind of skipped 3 things there, but
yeah,
I'm not done yet.
No, you mean like before we got to Zelda, right?
Huh? No, I mean like before the sequel trailer, because there was Sky. Well, I mean they reminded us that Skyward Sword HD is a thing.
Oh, I was gonna say that. But
oh, you were? Okay, yeah. We're sorry.
I'm sorry,
but I'm gonna pick that.
We'll shut up.
I'm gonna pick that up to know more about Zelda, because I never, like I said before, the first Zelda game I actually played was Breath of the Wild, and
what a way to start.
It's like a meh for me, right as of now. I know I like it. It is that I'm trying to get into the series. What makes people like about the series? I still, like I said before, I'm still way too early in the game to say meh, because I'm trying to get further into the game. That game is big, man. Breath of the Wild is
very, very big.
But and then we have Zelda HD Skyward Sword will explain what happens to certain beginning. How Zelda get the sword and the Hyrule Shield
and the Master Cycle apparently.
They basically have everything that will explain everything. What is about Zelda. I say okay, I'm getting that. Now hopefully I don't think it's limited edition or like.
No, it's not.
Thank God. Like I had no like. Nintendo full of fast ones say, "Hey, you got a little bit of time."
Mario 30 All Stars.
I
was Mario
smart.
Doomsday.
I was smart on doing that. I actually pre-ordered.
I couldn't even get the game.
But you talk about.
Yeah, and then they had the Game & Watch Zelda games. I was like,
yeah, that's a pass.
I don't care. Yeah, this is for the hardcore Zelda fans. I'm not hating on Zelda, y'all. This is for all the hardcore Zelda fans. I'm giving you what I'm seeing. y'all
on NES Online?
Huh?
Isn't it on NES Online too? 1 and 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
they are actually.
Yeah, this was more like a collector's edition, I guess. Like a collector's piece.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I might get it just for the collector's sake.
I'll think about it, but I'm gonna say my pass right now. I'll think about it.
That's why I said might, because like it's got like 3 full-fledged games on it, which is actually kind of impressive for that small thing.
Small thing. That's the problem.
Yeah, the small screen is like, because like if you have the Switch, it's right there. Like you can play the same things on the bigger 6.2-inch screen of the Switch. Well, I'm not quite sure what the Switch Lite's screen is, but
and let's not forget about
those
the
amiibo. About
basically Zelda and I could have sworn that's the Zelda one.
Well, no, you're right. But actually, see, before we talk about the sequel of Breath of the Wild,
there were amiibo of Samus and that robot thing. I'm not sure if it was a Zelda one. I could be wrong.
Wait, what?
There was amiibo shown. I've got to add that to my notes, but there was.
Oh yeah, there is
a Samus and
a Metro, a Samus and an Emmy amiibo that's going to be coming out for Metroid Dread, like the same day that it comes out on October 8th. It's going to be the amiibo of Samus and like the creature that was chasing her in the trailer. That it's called the like Emmy.
yeah,
What that monster is.
Zelda, I think that I mean that's all they shown, and everyone was more people were happy with what they were showing with that Zelda stuff they were showing. Now,
Well, see, there's a concern with Zelda, though. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Cause see, I'm not quite sure what his position is. Like, if he's the director of like specifically Breath of the Wild, or like if he's like a huge head in Zelda.
Yeah.
But the speaker that was at the end giving us the briefing of the Zelda portion, he kind of explicitly said, after revealing the Game and Watch, is that's it. Like there's no other Switch there's no other Switch games or software or like any other sort of campaigns or projects really planned for Zelda's anniversary for 35 years. Like that's it. The Game and Watch, and then whatever games that are coming out right now, like the Skyward Sword HD,
Yeah, to be fair,
and
that's
everything else.
I think that's perfect right now, but as I said before,
Eh?
I mean,
I'm gonna refrain from saying anything.
Like,
Yeah, because that's not Mario. Because I mean, Mario is Mario, but Zelda is Zelda. Like literally the second, or like probably fighting to be the top-selling game still is Breath of the Wild. Legend of Zelda has come up in years, so like it's kind of being done dirty for its anniversary, in my opinion.
If you want to go even deeper than that, you could literally say Zelda literally pioneered the whole action adventure genre, and the fact that we're getting a DLC, like an update for one game, here's a teaser for the next game, and here's a remaster of another game.
that's
Like
a lot.
there
And a
should be
Game-
more.
and a Game of Watch for Zelda.
In my opinion, there should be like a collection, like
There should be a collection of like
the same
games
that
that
Mario
haven't
did.
been. Yeah, the same thing that Mario did. Like give us like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and there's other that they haven't given the HD treatment to on the Switch yet. Like what, Twilight
There's-
Princess?
But like
I'm gonna let you guys talk because I got a lot to
Nintendo
say.
said there's more. Somehow there's more that need to be announced, but I'll leave that later for different discussion. I don't know. It might be more being shown. I don't know. But you guys got anything more about the Zelda collection? Because I don't know.
I'm gonna let Darcy
Yeah,
talk because I got a lot to say.
Um,
Unless you're finished with your statement, whatever you say.
trying to think if there's anything else I was going to say, because like that's mainly it. Because I was just kind of parroting what I thought compared to Mario's anniversary, and then what I've seen in other people's discussion videos like Super Mario T and Arlo. They are like they're the same way of saying that is that really it? Because Arlo has a whole video titled "The Concerning Thing that people might have missed from that Zelda portion with the Game & Watch." Because, like I said, the man literally said there are no other things planned software-wise for the Switch. No other games, nothing. It is this Game & Watch that you can enjoy when it comes out this holiday season.
Yeah.
That has the 3 full-fledged games on it, and then there's like the current things that we have between Skyward Sword HD, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass DLC, which the first wave is out now, and the wave 2 is going to be coming out with a lot more stuff actually. And then there's the Breath of the Wild sequel, which still doesn't even have a name yet for some reason. And they're giving us an aiming for 2022 release window, but they're not confirming it, which also concerns me. But yeah, like there's the fact that there's nothing else Zelda for its 35th anniversary, because like what you said too, Al, that Zelda really could be responsible for pioneering the action adventure genre in the first place. So like the fact that it's not getting as much treatment as Mario got for his 35th anniversary, people thought that maybe we were getting some things a little bit later in the year, because the physical year for Mario's technically didn't end until the end of March, Mario Doomsday and all that. But after that, like April, May, then June, time, people were expecting a whole Zelda Direct kind of thing. So when that didn't happen, we were looking at this E3 Direct for some other huge Zelda news. Maybe at least saying that there will be some sort of feature for Zelda later on. But they didn't even say that. They just said stay tuned for the sequel to Breath of the Wild, because that's in production. So I mean, there's nothing really else to say. But the fact that there's nothing else. And I'm not even a Zelda fan. And I'm pushing this like this. I have yet to play a Zelda game.
Bro,
it bothers me because like
you played Breath of the Wild. Have you ever played Breath of the Wild yet, or?
Well, no. Actually, I lied. I played like 10 minutes of Breath of the Wild when Red let me borrow. Like when Red let me borrow
his borrowed. He didn't know. He doesn't own the game.
No, I don't own Breath of the Wild. Like this was back in like when Red let me play on the Switch for that time when we in one of the labs at school.
Oh, yeah.
And like I played it on one of the boss battles and like I died, of course. And but I did enjoy the game. So but still not as like a true fan of who's played the games over the years. I'm still like looking at this from the perspective of the fans of like, so we don't get nothing else from this? Like how Mario sitting here with this 3D All-Stars and a whole other remaster with a whole other side campaign added to it with Bowser's Fury. Yet Zelda can't get an extra thing too. It's like, what's happening here?
All right.
But yeah, go ahead.
Let me. No. Actually, because a lot of things you said I agreed with, but
yeah.
This is about to be like a full-fledged like rant.
Bro.
So if you got like 5 minutes to spare, lend me your ears, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say after that, or is it about this?
Yeah, 5 minutes is good.
Yeah, it's gonna be like really quick 5 minutes because basically everything Darshin said is how I feel, but I feel like there should be more. Mm-hmm. You know, like we're talking about Legend of Zelda here. We're not talking about like No More Heroes or Bayonetta, like something that's like brand new. We're talking about a franchise that's been around longer than I've been alive. Like this franchise literally almost verbatim made action adventure what it is today. We wouldn't have games like Tomb Raider, Uncharted, just to name a few, if it wasn't for Zelda. And the way that Zelda's getting like this treatment, to me it seems like they're treating it as it's lesser, when in actuality, if it wasn't for Zelda and Mario being released on the consoles when they did, Nintendo wouldn't be. I'm about to curse, so everyone that watches below the age of 18, please.
No.
I'm gonna keep it PG. Sorry. If I just feel like it's a load of donkey, you know, just to keep it PG. But all they announced was an update for Hyrule Wars. Okay, but that game is like a niche game. Not to poop on the game. The game is okay. I've played the demo of it a little bit, and I'm a big fan of Musou games, which consist of Dynasty Wars, Samurai Warriors, Gundam, Dynasty Wars, Gundam, all those types of games. It's not even all that, and it's not even enough for Zelda fans. I get it has story for Breath of the Wild, but it's not enough. Skyward Sword is okay, but I would have rathered something else. Like, if you want to remaster something, Twilight Princess, that game literally made the Wii. Like, that whole game was centered around motion controls. The Switch has even better motion controls. Even the Pro controller has motion controls.
It does.
You're telling me we're getting Skyward Sword HD. Not to crap on the game, it's a good Zelda game. I guess I haven't played it. I'm not really a big Zelda guy until recently, but come on, man. And then Breath of the Wild 2 it's literally just Breath of the Wild 1. Except he can go upside down and fly in the sky. That could have been DLC.
Oh no.
It literally could have been DLC. It's not like they haven't done DLC. It could have been DLC. No, like because they didn't show much out of the moblins building a base out of the ground and Link going up and down in the air. Like, I'm grateful for it, yes, because I actually love Breath of the Wild. I haven't beaten the game, taking my time to try and get the sword and all the other stuff, but come on, man. Come on. Like, if Mario can get 4 games, 3 remasters in a brand new game, which is literally going to define what the next Mario game will be. Like, Bowser's Fury, even though it was short, it had a lot of new creative features that wasn't even in Odyssey, which will probably be in the next Mario game, if it's Odyssey 2 or not. All Breath of the Wild added was mainly open world gameplay and weapon durability. Like, and they still haven't said if that's in the game or not. I would have, as a Zelda fan-ish from the outside looking in, I would demand more. You know? Yeah. Like there's a bunch of stuff they could have did, like A Link to the Past HD, like which they kind of did with Link's Awakening, but that was just the Game Boy Color port remastered.
Oh boy!
They could have did like an Ocarina of Time, like they did for the 3DS.
Yeah,
they could have did like Yoshean said, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker. That would sell. Like I would go to a GameStop and buy it right now, even if I'm poor. Like that right there speaks to how much they really truly love the franchise. The Game & Watch stuff is cool, but that's niche. Not everyone's gonna go and buy it. Like,
just a very certain audience. You're right.
Yeah, like if you're not a collector, why would you want it? If you weren't born between that time period of the Game & Watch handhelds and Zelda 1, why would you want it? You know, sure, there's people my age that are collecting things like this, but why? When it's literally just the first game. You can get it for free on NES Online. Why? Just, it's boggling to me. Wow. A lot of stuff Nintendo did during Direct boggled.
It's like this dude named Marlon I followed, but I know Al probably, I recently told Al about him. It's like what he said. Mm-hmm. These companies are here to make money. They're not your friends. So they do.
I've heard that phrase.
No, I agree with that phrase 100%. But if they're trying to make money, you can easily listen to people.
Yeah, consumers have the right to complain because we're giving their money to them. But that's true. But they just do it because they think it will sell. That's my opinion. But I don't. They probably just did it. That's why they did that.
Not even that, man. It's if we're literally telling you what we want, and both parties can agree that we'll make stupid amounts of money, like absorbent amounts of money from. Why wouldn't you? If you can give us literally just a port of Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker, that right there would sell just as much as Odyssey would. Or Breath of the Wild would. There. That's literally the 3 Zelda games that possibly made everyone's childhood. Especially the first 2. Wind Waker made my childhood, and I didn't even own the game. Like,
kind of same actually, because I played like some of a friends. Well, no, I watched them play it actually. I never played it myself.
Yeah, but you agree, like it had that effect on you where it's just like everlasting. Like you can see its art style and be like, oh yeah, that's Wind Waker.
So shaded,
design and be like, oh, it's Wind Waker. Like, sure, they put it on the Wii U, but that's the Wii U. Like, who's gonna go buy a Wii U port, an HD remaster?
See, again, people gonna appreciate the Wii U because of the whole Metroid series now. Like I was saying earlier.
But it should have been appreciated from the start.
It was. It should have been. You're right. I appreciate mine from the start with because I have virtual console games on there already from GBA. So I appreciated it when it matters.
Exactly. Like the Wii U is the equivalent of the PSP or the PSP Vita. It was there. People liked it. Those that bought it loved it. But those that are looking at it from the outside view are like, why would I need that? You know? Mm-hmm. And that's how I'm seeing Nintendo look at Zelda. Like, it's there. We can easily make money off of it. But why would we want to go the extra mile on its anniversary, nonetheless? if we have better titles coming out in the horizon.
Yeah.
And that baffles me, you know? And they ended the direct with Zelda.
Yeah.
Like, they could have easily been like, hey, I know we said there's some that might be it, but we might have one more thing for all you fans out there.
I think there's one last thing.
Yeah, one last thing, and I'm gonna get right there before everybody says something else about it.
Something, bro.
I know either was yesterday or the day before that. You guys heard the news about it, and yeah, I think people might get pop off on this, but Nintendo just released a video calling it the new Nintendo OLED.
Oh, it's time. It's time to roast. Let me stop.
Whatever it's called, I don't care. But anyway, because I'm not buying
Let me get a swig of water for this.
Nintendo, what are you doing, man? In my personal opinion, it's only for people that don't have a Switch yet. But that's not a you want everyone. You want people to buy that console that already. I don't even know what they're trying to do at this point. I don't even know what they're trying to do at this point. I was like, okay, the console is there. The console is there. Hey y'all, we got a bigger screen. Hey y'all.
I'm really laughing because Darcy is laughing at me. Like, he hears me hyperventilating and breathing over here, and he let out the lightest chuckle.
I just know that he's just about to have a lot to say about it because I do too.
So apparently, they have a
I'll let him go first
screen.
If he wants to.
A lamp port that should have been on the stop. Let me hold the bathroom.
You can. It's recorded.
You're cursing now.
I don't know how to curse with this stream.
See that?
My bad.
You can edit it out. It's fine. Keep going.
So they have a lamp port that should have been on the first Switch. I don't know what they're thinking right there. And a better kickstand. That's it. That's the new Nintendo Switch OLED, whatever the shit thing called. Screw it. I had to cuss y'all. But
I guess edited. I don't.
No graphics been changed. They're still using the graphic card from our old Switches and stuff. Nothing new. There's a bigger screen, better kickstand. That's it. And a lamp port. If you like playing online, that's it. So at my thing, I give that thing an F. So I don't know what they're trying to. Like I said before, it's mostly for people that doesn't have a Switch yet and they want to buy it. But the thing what baffles me is that they upped the price a bit on that. Then we would have a Switch.
I was thinking about that.
I say what?
$350
because you have a bigger screen, my boy. That's the only thing I care about. I was like, wait a minute, the screen already big enough. So what else can bring people over? A LAN in the stand? That's like some kind of business shady tactics there, man. I don't know. I know everyone had a lot to say, so and y'all can start this rant.
I'm gonna let Darshan go first. Dang. I'm gonna let him. Only because he literally has the notes in front of him. And I know when I'm gonna go, there's not gonna be like a filter. So
I actually had no notes for the Switch on OLED, but
really?
I do have thoughts on it though.
Oh, hey, let the people know, man. Let the people know.
Jumping right off of Jay's thing of talking about the price, because I was literally having a conversation with myself earlier, that upset about it, because I'm saying that if they really could have, if they want this new Switch as a part of the family, and the price point was actually just coming off of I watched Hungry Box's video on it, because he was talking about it being the same, basically the same Switch. It's literally the same Switch, except for it's a 7-inch AMOLED display. OLED display.
Yeah.
Instead of it being a 6.2-inch screen, it's a 7-inch screen. So the Switch itself is the same physical side, but they just took out some of the bezel, so the screen is more of the middle of the Switch. The dock, they still come in
with the lamp.
You can still come in the black with the red and blue Joy-Con, but you can also get the white. But they added the LAN port. It's the only thing they really gave us console people. And the
kickstand,
the
backstand,
the dock part of it, like
flexible.
the console part of it, but the handheld part is like the kickstand, which should have been in there, like this, like you said, Jay, from the start with, like the wider kickstand, because the one that we got is like a flimsy thing. And then there is
nothing. That's it.
yeah, nothing. Exactly.
Like,
There's nothing there except for just the kickstand and then the display.
You don't even need to write notes for it. I already got it in my head if I'm watching that trailer.
Yeah, you already said that. So like my point that I was getting to was that they didn't need to have that be a higher price, because that's something that should have been in there in the first place.
Yeah.
So like a LAN adapter, no, not LAN adapter. Well, if people have LAN adapters for their switches, they have literally no reason to get this switch. So because I have LAN adapter myself, because you need that to play Smash. You need that to play Smash. So like the LAN port is native now on this new dock, but it takes out one of the USB ports, which actually kind of hurts the dock, because like suppose you have some sort of other peripheral that you're putting in there, like, because if you're wanting to play Smash the true way, you already need 2 ports for the GameCube adapter. So that's the 2 front right there. So there's no other thing in the back flap anymore for a USB port to really put another controller. Actually, that's where my GameCube port thing is now, in the USB port in the back flap, because my LAN adapter is in the front. So like them taking out that one extra USB port hurts this thing dramatically.
That's crazy.
For no reason. And they upped the price for 1 port and taking out a port. So like it doesn't even make, so like if they wanted the Switch OLED to be in the family, fine, but have it be the standard 300 price, and the Switch model that's out now, make that like 250, and then keep the Switch Lite stay at 200.
It's not even
so that way the Switch Lite can be still for like the handheld audience that it was intended for. No docking, or no replaceable Joy-Con, and a standard D-pad, which is probably the more definitive way to play Switch games in the first place.
And it's like, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like what Rich from Review. It's like Rich from Review. I can't even say his name. Dang, Rich from Review Tech USA. Sorry.
No, Review Tech USA. That's what you're trying to say.
Rich, yeah. It's like what he said, man. It's like they're trying to do the same thing what they do a cash cow with the 3DS, like the 3DX, the 3DS XL. The 3DS, I think it was a 2DS, 2DS XL.
The new 2DS XL, yeah.
XL, the new 2DS, dude, there's so many 3DSs everywhere. But the thing is, they have better value than what we've seen at the trailer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the Switch, we had the Switch, the different color, the red and blue. Okay, that's good. The Switch Lite. And now they're trying to do something with this, something crazy. The Switch with the 7-inch screen, and the LAN port, and that should have been in there for a while. Rep off my value, and then that's it. Like, and a kickstand. That's all that's new. That could have been that. Well, the kickstand might be a good touch for the new Switch. Yeah, 7-inch. Yeah, but the LAN port, my dude, that should have been in the first one. That should have been the first Switch, man.
Well, the kickstand should have been there from the start with too, like the better one, which
I can understand, but if you think about it, it's like, it's like, it should have been there, but then I don't know, it should have been there. Almost say is I don't know what they were thinking about when they were doing all this during manufacturing.
Yeah, that's what brings me to like the last part that I was gonna say in like my tangent on this was that the Switch OLED literally is kind of just a Switch that was kind of made better for the handheld people.
And one thing
because of the kickstand and the bigger screen, like that's the only 2 draws. Because the LAN port is the only thing that's for the console dock people. So there was no other real reason, to really have this other version for the Switch.
Yeah. So
upping the price of that is just
right
anarchy to me.
Before I hand it off to Al, I know Al got a lot of stuff to say, but I'm done with rumors at this point. we talked about this in the Nintendo E3 prediction video.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done with rumors at this point. It got me onto the Smash one. Yeah, I'm done with that. I've been done with that. After they did that Christmas thing or something like that, whatever the mural, whatever.
Oh, the Grinch.
The Grinch.
The Grinch rumor.
Whatever that stupid rumor is, I fell into that trap. I said screw it. After that, I'm done. People still going after rumors on that. I said no, y'all, I'm done. I don't care no more.
Yeah, because people were talking about Gino and other characters, right?
Man, I
But go
don't
on.
care about that no more. And then they had like stuff like and then the people brought up like, hey, this thing have NVIDIA and 1080p. We should expect to see them 4K graphics and everything. We get to see more stuff. Then they can probably run a GTA 5 or something. And I'm like, okay, this might be good. Nintendo, let's see what you got. And they brought up this stuff. I said, yeah, I'm done. I'm not listening to rumors no more. I'm not listening to rumors. Even if it's something, even if it sounds good by a credible leaker, I'm not listening to it. I'm not saying you can't speculate on it. No, I'm not taking it. I should like this. I think I probably didn't take a grain of salt and like screw it, but I think I should have just not follow the hype up with that because everybody was hyping it up. Even people got I don't know where people got the source from. People were hyping up saying the Nintendo assistant guy from Nintendo would saying, hey, we got a bigger screen. That's the only thing they got right, a bigger screen. And I'm done with
they
that.
actually got everything right except because like the Switch OLED is literally the whole Switch Pro rumor of like what everybody was saying.
I
but
really hope not.
The only thing that wasn't actually true was the 4K and 1080p. Literally everything else they were calling was right, down to the kickstand being a wider thing, and the OLED 7-inch screen. And I think they might have even called the LAN port in the dock. I'm not sure, but everything that they were talking about the Switch quote-unquote Pro would have been is what OLED is, minus what the main thing wanted is the higher resolution. That's why people are so mad about this thing. And I'm sure that's why Al is going to go in a minute.
And even from all the okay, I'm gonna stop. Well, actually, I'm gonna do one more thing. But even from all of this, we still haven't seen an upgrade for Nintendo Online services yet, like that, man. After
That's
all
a very
this,
good point,
like
too.
the thing's still black and white. All of a sudden, it's black and white screen, man. Showing her.
No, you talking about the theme, not the online.
The theme, that too. But it is that thing lacking. They're lacking like themes. I mean, we need themes. We need some background pictures or something. Because the 3DS is looking like good right now, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's why I tell you when I bought the new 3DS from the store. I'm kind of glad they bought it from a good cheaper price than what scalpers are selling it for. I say, man, the 3DS was good. It still have all my themes I bought. Dang. We're all down on the Switch. I still wait for that, man.
If only there was a way to bring the theme from 3DS to the Switch.
That's not hard. That's not really hard. The Wii U had that.
The Wii U
Come on, man.
was actually a really good was actually really good in just giving us really good like calm ambiance because it just had that pleasant white noise in the background.
Can't forget all the me standing in the center talking.
Yeah, like it gave it just a life. The Switch home screen just has no life.
But other than that, I'm done. I'm done saying my rant. Done. Go ahead, Al.
Oh yeah, I've been done. I was waiting on Jay. So go ahead, Al.
Main event.
What you got, bro?
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, man.
Here we go.
Oh boy. In the words of Angry Joe, Nintendo, you done fucked it up. And now, hear me out, right? Yeah, as a person who's, and like I said, really up on my journalism when it comes to games, like the news, everything, keep my ear to the ground, rumors, speculations, expectations, all that stuff. I've heard about this Switch in the making since like last year, when it was deep in the Reddits that this could be a thing. And like Mr. Hero Zone here, I was actually hyping it up. I was like, okay, all right, I'll buy this. And then the Switch Lite came out, and I was like, okay, I could see it. It's for people that, for the kids. You know, people that don't want to put it in a dock or break it. Kind of like how the DS had like the DS Lite and the DSi, and then 2DS, 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS XL, all that other stuff. Now, with that being said, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck thought this was a good idea.
Someone needs to get.
Don't get me wrong. The 7-inch screen is nice. Okay. The LAN port is nice. Okay. Like Darshin said, they just removed the USB port. That's not nice. Because if you think about it in a tournament sense, like he said, to play, the optimal way to play Smash is with the GameCube adapter, which takes up 2 ports. And from the tournaments I've seen and been to, of course you can use whatever you like, but if, let's say, your opponent is using the GameCube controller, you're using a wireless controller. If they're using the new Switch model, I don't know how you're going to use your controller, big fella. You're going to have to pick up the GameCube controller and call it a day. Because that LAN port is taking the place of a wireless port. Like me, I have a wireless GameCube controller, and it has like a little USB dongle I plug in to connect it. If people are using the new Switch, there's no way in hell I can use it. So now I'm out a controller. I either have to use a Pro controller, use the Joy-Cons, or use the GameCube adapter. And if I didn't bring a controller, I might as well just forfeit the tournament.
Dang.
So, that being said, there's still more to this. I'm just scratching the surface.
He's low. He said he's giving his feet.
That kickstand, I love it. It's actually really good. It's actually really good because at first when I got my Switch, the kickstand broke off, and I was like, "Oh Jesus, this thing is flimsy as all hell." And the way that they made it wider and it looks like, tank some damage.
It's
if you're moving your table, yeah, and it's adjustable like that. That's cool.
It's like an RPG.
like that's cool. I love it. The LAN port should have been in the console in the first place, or better yet, make some servers that are actually optimal for other people's internet.
Dang.
You should have did that. It's nothing but dumping some money into your servers and calling it a day. But okay, I'll take it. The 7-inch display, okay, but I normally use my Switch. Me personally, I use it on the dock, so that doesn't apply to me. Now, what I've seen other people do in the discussions of their videos, like Review Tech USA and everyone else in the Nintendo community, everyone's talking about how this is like terrible, it's bad, but they're not listing specifics. Like outside of it just uses like a regular Switch's graphics card. Okay, but think about it like this: there's nothing wrong with the graphics card, unless the game is really intense. Like a Doom Eternal, a Tony Hawk, games that require a lot more detail to render, the render distance, the FOV, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Foliage, whatever. No one's talking about the battery that this thing is going to use up. Think about it like a cell phone. You can get, let's say you get a Samsung Galaxy phone, right? The screen is bigger and the battery is optimized for that wider screen, so it lasts longer. Same with an iPhone 12. If you get an iPhone 12, the battery is literally all day.
Yep, I can attest to that.
Yeah.
The Switch, they didn't say anything about the battery. So you're running on a 7-inch display with the same battery of the first Switch. And if you're playing something like Breath of the Wild, for example, you gonna get like 2 hours of playtime. Maybe even 1 at max.
Yeah.
And actually even less, because it is 7-inch. It is a 7-inch display. Sure, it is OLED, but that don't mean shit if the battery is ass. If you get what I'm saying, that's like that's the equivalent of that's like you buy a PS5, right?
Yeah.
And they give you no controller, but you get 2 games. How am I gonna play the 2 games if I don't have a controller? Like it really don't make sense to me. That's like buying a PC and you don't have a keyboard, a monitor, or a mouse. Like, why would you spend $1,500 on a computer that you can't even use? It don't make sense to me.
Let's up the price for $50.
No. 350 price tag, right? Because I'm going through it like from top to bottom. The 350 price tag, it would be okay if they threw an incentive. Like, okay, it's 350, but you get like 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, that justifies the price.
Yeah.
Or at least not even that, a year, because a year is only $20. That justifies the price. Because now you get a new console in a year. If you want to be even more like incentive, throw in a game. Like the PS4 did it when the PS4 launched and dropped around Christmas time. The PS4 allowed you to redeem a code to choose from 6 games that you would like. That's an incentive. I spent the extra money and I get a return. I buy a new console, I get a new game for free. See, that makes sense. Now, continue following me on this rant that I'm going through right now. Yeah. So, the base Switch, right? Red and blue, gray, and if you have any of the other limited edition Switches, like the Animal Crossing, the Smash, you get a unique design. Mm-hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. The only thing that's different about this Switch is it's white. And don't get me wrong, I saw the color and I was like, okay, I kind of mess with it. I like it. It looks clean, nice, sleek, but it's white. And I know I'm saying it and it sounds like I'm being like, racist or whatever, but think about it like this. You buy a new pair of Jordans, Nikes, Vans, whatever. They're brand new, they're white. Eventually that white is going to show some wear and tear. You're going to be able to see the dirt and everything literally etched into your shoes. Imagine that with your Switch. It's white. Okay. People carry their Switch. If you play it portably, you carry it in your bag. You have a case for it too as well. Mm-hmm. It can be bumping all up and down in that case or in your bag. Now look, your white Switch that's brand new now has dents, scratch marks. They still didn't even up the freaking the display itself. Sure, it's 7 inches, but how durable is it? Is it still gonna do the dock scratching like the other Switch does? Because I took my Switch out of the dock and that thing was scratched to hell. It was looking like a whole skateboard. Like I could literally ride my Switch and do a kickflip dark slide 180. Like it was bad. And okay, Rant subsiding. I like it. It's okay. The price could have been like Darshin and Mr. Hero Zone over here said. It could have been lower. Yeah. Like if you're gonna do a new Switch and it's gonna be like the premier one, like the definitive Switch, same like a PS4 Pro, Xbox One X or S. It's the premier version of the console that everyone should own. Then every other addition for it should be less.
Yeah,
it should cost less.
Off one more thing. I just remember somebody said that the Switch that's new Switch has, but it still sucks. We have a 64 gigabyte
for storage internal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that don't matter.
And that's it. And that's really it. That's only it.
Look, if you have a Switch, if you got a Switch at launch or in between the launch span of a couple years, and you've done your research and people literally told you what you need for it, that 64 gigs won't mean a damn thing because you should have a SD. You should have a micro SD if you're playing on a Switch. When I bought my Switch, 2 weeks later, I bought a micro SD. Like, that's like buying a PS2. You buy 30 games and you don't have a memory card. What the hell are you going to do? You're going to leave your PS2 on overnight. Like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot if you don't have what's necessary for you to enjoy it.
It reminded me when I was a kid. I got Sonic Heroes. My parents didn't give me a memory card. I got the term. I had beat the single story. I turned it off by mistake. Went back. I said, "What happened to the story?" I just right back to the beginning.
This man left his Sonic Heroes on at Seaside just to wake up and see it's off. Now he has to restart it.
The whole thing.
But
that's funny. But I told my parents about the memory card and he got it.
What I'm saying is, if you can even be a diehard Nintendo fan, right?
Yeah.
What is your reason to buy this? If you play Switch dock or tournaments, it's always dock. There's no reason to carry it portably if you're gonna play it in the dock. If you're a person that would like your Switch to be at home, you come home, turn it on, boom, start playing. Why does a 7-inch display matter? Why would you want it if it's just gonna burn the battery fast? Sure, the LAN port is great. You can just go get an adapter for it for cheap, like $20. It's like they took 20 steps forward and then took like 30 steps back. Cause sure, it's cool. 7-inch display, LAN port, adjustable kickstand, 64 gigs of storage. Cool.
That's not gonna help you yet.
But there's the Switch Lite. You guys could have easily put most of that stuff on the Switch Lite. Actually, the 7-inch display should have been on the Switch Lite.
Been better for that.
The LAN port should have been in the first iteration of the Switch.
Yeah.
Same with the stand. But you're trying to justify a $350 price tag during this span of quarantine where people don't want to go back to work or don't have jobs. People are losing their homes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to justify $350 plus the 20 games that you have coming out later in the year.
Yeah.
No. Like, just no. If someone comes up to me and say, hey, would you like this new OLED? I'd knock him in his face. Like, I would trip him on the floor and about my...
Yo,
like, what? I would literally trip him on the floor, look at him as he's on the floor groveling and walk and literally skip away like a female, like a schoolgirl in an anime. I go, la la la. Like, no. I could understand people buying 2DSs, 3DSs, the XL versions of both. Okay.
Yeah.
The battery's better, the screen's larger. If you don't like 3D, just get the 2DS. If you want the 3D peripheral, get the 3DS.
Yeah.
They both play technically the same. The only difference is one has 3D, one doesn't. You can still play seamlessly like the person has the same handheld as you. Okay, that justifies it.
Yep.
There's nothing justifying this new Switch, bro. Like, and then even then, they shot themselves in the foot. You can get it separately. You can literally get the dock and the controller separately. Why would I want it?
I think they slick for that. No, that's slick right there. They want to get the dock separately. Like, someone had time to get a new dock, and then, yep. Yeah, you can play that for No, man. You didn't get my money for that. I'm sorry.
Like, if they would have been like, okay, here's a 7-inch display, stand, adjustable, LAN port. We don't have a USB port because we replaced it with the LAN, but with that, the dock has a better fan for your Switch so it doesn't overheat. The Switch itself has a better fan, and here's a better graphics card for when it's docked. Okay. Better frame rate. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll drop 350, 400 if it comes with a game. But it's literally just a Switch. It's like buying a Game Boy and then it's like buying a Game Boy Advance and then you get an SP. It's not really much of a difference except one flips up and down and the other one's a big Nokia phone. Like,
well, the SP had the backlight built in though.
That too.
But imagine that being taken off.
Imagine there was no backlight and it was literally just a flip phone.
Oh nah, they done messed up now.
Exactly. I don't. Normally I love Nintendo. Same with every other company. I'll defend them when they're wrong. I'll bash them when they're wrong. Bash them when they're right. But this, on top of that Zelda stuff, just ain't it. It's not it at all. Like, if it was white and it had like, oh, here's the anniversary of the Switch, and it comes with like an insignia on it. Okay, $350. Here you go. But it's just regular. It's bland. It's like eating popcorn with no butter. Just why?
No, it's like eating. It's like getting a big bag of. Hey, it's like the movies, and I know I've been seeing this. I know Al probably been to the movies. It's like you go to the movies, you order a big bag of popcorn. Actually, you order medium-sized popcorn, but they look kind of small. You pay extra for it.
You pay for a medium, get a small, and still don't.
Oh god, I asked that for me.
Hate
They
that.
gave me a small. They kind of gave me it kind of looks small, man. That's how, I'm gonna say that right there. You asked for a large, but they gave you like a little bit smaller than what you paid more for it. What?
And Nintendo, the Direct itself, it was like the Direct itself was great.
Yeah, the
but
Direct
because
was solid.
They made sure to say that it was a focus on software, which was very smart, actually, because I could imagine the backlash that this Direct would have had if they had put this OLED switch in here with these games at the end or the beginning or something, and people would be like, "Oh yeah, the Direct was amazing, but it was also trash because of the new Switch."
I give it a D-.
And they would have gotten actually more of a backlash because I don't know if you guys actually watched the rest of the whole E3, even the summer game that happened before E3.
No, I didn't.
There wasn't really much shown from anyone, really.
Oh.
And the stuff that was shown, people literally just glanced at it and literally walked away. Like, I can name off the top of my head a couple games that got announced during that whole week of summer games and E3 that people just literally forgot. Like, Jay, I bet you didn't know Payday 3 finally got announced.
Wait, what?
Exactly, my point, exactly. They literally announced it in a conference and said it will be years from when it's done, but when it's done, it'll be brand new.
I never heard
whole new engine
when
and
was
everything.
That announced? No one didn't say anything. I actually looked it on my phone. There was no Payday 3. I heard rumors, but I didn't expect it to be real.
No, they fully confirmed it. Yeah, it's coming out. It'll be out it won't be out next year, but the following.
Yeah,
and there was like, what else got in there? There was like a lot of stuff that was announced.
Tell me
outside of the two big two.
I might be interested in because that I know that can't be real, man. Like I never.
What, Payday 3?
Yeah, I didn't hear none of it.
Jay, I'm being like,
I heard Battlefield
if you can
5,
if you can see my face, I'm being like dead ass with like I'll be looking you into your soul and telling you because I actually watched it. They didn't show any gameplay or anything. It was just like a screenshot of the 4 guys standing on the roof with a helicopter. They said it's gonna take place in I think not Washington, I believe like maybe like California-ish, somewhere around there. And they literally said it's gonna be built from the ground up on a new engine and everything else.
Okay, that sounds good.
And they didn't show no gameplay for it. It was just a screenshot of them standing on the roof.
I guess that's understandable.
There was what else got announced? There was like a bunch of stuff that was shown, like a new Ollie game, a bunch of sequels to indie games, like someone teased like some other game that was like a spiritual. It was like a game really popular in Japan, and we're finally getting it over here. I believe they showed it actually during the Direct.
Wait, really?
I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was like a really long name. I can't remember it vividly. They announced Final Fantasies, the original set of Final Fantasy games will be remastered.
Wait, you mean
re-release?
You mean like from the first Final Fantasy, and it looked like the one you see from 7 or something like that, or?
Not that remaster. It'll still be sprite based.
Oh, okay.
But it'll have like really detailed sprites now.
Okay.
Octopath kind of.
Yeah, like Octopath levels.
Yeah.
They also announced that
as big as they said
there's a new Dragon Quest game in the making.
I never heard.
And
that's cool.
What's crazier about that is it won't be turn based.
Oh, whoa!
They're saying it's gonna be like an actiony Dragon Quest, like Final Fantasy VII remake. Level.
Man.
Like there was a bunch of unique stuff announced, and everyone just glossed over it because Xbox and Nintendo. And sure, it was boring. There was a lot of people literally just talking, but there was the stuff they were talking about made it worth sitting through. And
that makes sense.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to bring down Nintendo from an 8. It's gotta be like a 7. Now that I'm thinking about it,
I heard about that.
not even just because like the OLED or the lack of really good Zelda representation, but there was a lot of stuff they could have shown, and they didn't.
Yeah, it's like the way I said it before they even start the Direct. They said they have some stuff to be shown afterwards or more in the future. And
Yeah, and for them, the future is Christmas. Like, come on, man. I have to wait all the way to the end of the year to literally see No More Heroes 3 or see if Bayonetta 3 is actually in good health.
And
from what I know, that game's in development hell.
What are PlayStation doing right now? I heard they're getting up.
There's a state of the play tomorrow.
Man, I heard of it. I don't know what game they're showing. They only showing like one.
They're gonna be talking about Deathloop for 9 minutes and showing a bunch of indie games that got glossed over coming to the console, PS4, PS5. So it can include Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Sifu, and a bunch of other games that they showed during E3 that got glossed over. So I don't know, man. It was just. It was one of those things where you had to be there, and if you couldn't be there, you missed out on a.
Dang, man! I was working when E3 was going on, so I wouldn't know about Payday 3 or anything like that. But I heard about a rumor. But like I said before, I kind of don't care. I might speculate it, but I don't think it's true.
Now, what's crazy is I know the rumor you're talking about because that rumor came out early this year, tail end of last year. And they even put it on Payday 2's Steam page saying, oh, well, this is the end for us, guys, because they couldn't find publication. They got publication, and now they can fully confirm that it's coming. They were making it for a while on their own money, but they couldn't get the funds back to go full force into it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's that. But that's another rant. It's another video for another day.
Yeah, another video for another day.
Anything else on Nintendo, gentlemen?
Well,
anything you guys wish you would have seen?
Well, I wish. Now, Bayonetta 3, I know there was news about that. There was the guy from, I think I told him, I forgot the dude name is, but the director, he said that the game's still being developed right now. They haven't, at first, like I told you in my Nintendo E3 prediction video, they had said something like, there was an interview, and he had said that they had put it on hold, like they weren't working on it. Now I guess they're not working back on it right now.
That shit ain't coming out.
That probably ain't coming out until like another 2 years. I hate to say that.
Oh God.
Metroid, I expect that thing next year.
I don't.
That's a reach. And I'm not talking Halo. Like that, like Darshina, I see that like 2023.
Oh yikes! Right. I'll be old.
Like early.
I'll be 29.
Prime Trilogy could come out next year, but I don't see 4.
Man.
Yeah, like I can see them lining it up like that. Because think about it like this: they have a Metroid game coming out this year. They can't push Prime because it's not set in stone like ETA of when it will come out.
Yeah, they don't want to have it too early.
Yeah, what's the best way to put something in between? Just re-release a collection of 1 to 3. Yeah, exactly. That'll hold people for like the rest of the year until they announce, hey, it's coming out early 2023. You know, something like that. They can't, because the way game development works is you have ETAs, then you have finite dates. And if your game is nowhere near going gold, which technically means it's done and you're just doing bug fixes, you cannot give people a date at all. Same with Breath of the Wild 2. All they said was it was coming 2022. It's not gold. We've seen gameplay and the gameplay looked like rough. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it looked rough to me. Like I still seen frame rate drops when he was in the clouds and everything. Yeah. Which means that 2022 could get delayed. It could be 2023.
Dang.
I hope not, but I do hope, because then that means when I get it, it's going to be optimized.
Man,
you know,
you
can't.
I hate to say it to y'all, but by the time this game get out, I'll be near my 30s, man. I'll be near my 30s.
No, when GTA 6 comes out, I'll be near my 30s.
How old I'll be, man? Oh my!
You will be 30. They said we won't get it till like 2024, between 2024 and 2026.
I'll be 30 years old, man. Oh jeez, my God!
I will literally be on the cusp of turning 27 if 2026 is what they're pushing for.
Well, see, 2026 is when I will be That's when I turned 30.
Man, can you please stop talking about years going by until the due date, man? I don't want to be old. I really don't want to be older, man. That's kind of scary. Oh, dang.
Look, at the end of the day, you'll still be 200. All right,
Well,
I'm done.
Well, y'all.
Yeah, that's
anybody
it.
else have something else to say about the direct? I mean,
Uh,
no Battlefield 5.
I feel sorry for the work
Six
you're
or
gonna have to put in.
That's because an hour turned into 2 hours, and let me look at OBS. Let me
man,
two hours
I'm not gonna
and 28 minutes.
I'm not gonna try to edit all this, but it'll be all right. But I'm not gonna rush
No,
it out.
just-
I'm not gonna rush it out.
just-
I'll tell you that.
Just don't do it in 3 days. Do it like in a week or two.
Yeah, like a week
If
or
I did this
two.
in 3 days, man, I might need to go see a chiropractor. But
Yeah,
but anyway, yo,
I'm just ready for Mario Party Superstars. That's it.
thank you, Al, for that rant and your predictions, and thank you, Yoshean, for your predictions too, or
Same.
thoughts
You will.
on what's going
Yeah,
on.
thank you.
Wait, what
Love to hear, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Love to hear in
what happened-
Hero Town.
Yeah, Hero Town. But we can be talking about more discussions later on in the future. So y'all, thanks for y'all for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. You guys gotta say bye to the people out there. Y'all can say bye.
I don't really care about this.
Dang.
Yeah. So I've been Darshin Red, aka Yoshin, and pleasure to be here again to talk about Nintendo stuff.
Subscribe to the
And
man.
thank you again, Jay, for having me. I'll see y'all in the next discussion, and whenever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Wow, he has a whole outro. I wish I could be like you. I guess I'll just do Derek. Thank you to Jay and Darsheen here and join the discussion. Glad that my rant made both of you laugh. Hopefully it'll make everyone else in the YouTube sphere laugh.
I mean, from the links of this video, we might have to put timestamp to see that laugh. But so
Yeah.
Thank you guys for letting me be here. Hopefully I could be more involved with both of you guys actually in the future. This was actually fun.
if you like,
With
Oh,
the
yeah,
discussion or whatever else.
Even outside of it too.
That's it. I don't have any shameless plugs. I don't have anything else to say
yeah,
except
if you guys have any-
follow Hero Zone and Darshin, aka Yoshin96.
Yeah, if
There
you
you go.
guys have anything to say about what we like, what we shared, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to this video. And we guys see you guys next time, y'all. All right, man. Take care.